you can see he's already at the bar. He's got his around.
Oh yeah, I can go with we get pissed.
I get to see,
Yeah,
raising
no,
that.
that shit
Little
broke me
genuine
too.
dude.
That's why we all the way over here down the street.
Yeah, we get randoms at the job, so we can't bring that in.
Oh, for real? Oh, shit.
Random like a mother.
My bad.
Yeah, at the bar radio. Letting it hear.
That's short.
You know, look, fuck you.
He booed up on the lock screen? Oh shit, I can't wait for this show to start.
You want already?
Yeah,
I ain't popped up yet.
it's about to. I always say though, the best way to watch it is on YouTube.
On YouTube, John.
Because Facebook sometimes blocks us. Oh yeah, so the new setup is the mics are always gonna be live now.
You got it.
Hey, you got your, I think you got a
So
message
the
on your
mic
screen.
is always live?
On your YouTube joint. Check your YouTube joint, your feed. I got the message.
Yeah.
That's just from the link. I don't know what that is.
You can't get it all? You got to take mine on.
Just click got it.
Oh, yeah, we got it.
I sent you the send this to her.
The mic is working through it.
That's why I turned it out.
Hey, Tona, you made this?
You bitch, yeah.
Already done started. Here you go, Stone Cold.
Yes, sir.
Lord help us.
What? Hey, man, this trying to be rocking, man. Yeah, it's the
That's what
level.
happened.
You can't click got it for the go away.
It's a link. I don't have to go into the actual page. I don't know how that page is.
It's gonna be up on the whole show.
I'll put it up.
Yeah, it's saying that you're not signed in. That's what it is. I don't know why, because clearly you signed in.
Yeah, please. CP3. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? We are back at the bar. It's been a minute. CP3's in the building. Lady Antoinette's in the building. CP3 is a newly married man. Things have happened while we was away.
Yes, things have drastically changed. I'm not married, so let me clear that up.
Had to be clear.
Yeah, but things have definitely changed.
Just imagine 2 years ago, Lady Antoinette was putting out posts, please date this dude and everything.
But it really just came up on my notifications. It really did. It was like on my memory.
Yeah, I see it. I laugh. I was like, yeah, that shit's crazy. But you know,
So do you so Lady Anta, do you feel a sign of relief now that CP3's finally
I do.
with a good woman?
I do. I feel as though he's in good hands, but I also feel that she is in good hands because if she met the gentleman that I met
Several years ago, is she be in trouble?
yeah, this was what, like 11 or 12 years ago. If
Man.
she met that man, I would tell her to run for the hills. But this is a different guy, so I'm happy for her.
So
that.
so should we just retire the wife beater?
I don't think he will, but I would like to.
She's trying to get me to get out the wife beater. I still gotta.
It's an
Jeez.
undergarment, and I
Yeah.
think that some people in this world don't
You
understand
can, you
that.
can let that shit go, bro.
It's just comfortable, man. It's comfortable.
So is that what you do? You sit around the house and your wife beat it and some basketball shorts? or
No,
something?
I actually have pajama pants now,
Oh, look at you! You got fancy.
and I have slippers now. I don't have.
Hold on,
I don't have my.
hold on,
I have
hold on.
slippers
No
We're
now.
not
I
we're
got
not going to
slippers.
glance over. We're not going to just walk over here and pretend like CP3 just said he has pajama pants.
I
And
actually
he
have-
said slippers.
I have slippers.
No
now.
slides.
My slides I wear for strictly outside.
Oh my
Slippers are
God,
for
this
the-
ain't the same dude.
I take my shoes off at the front door, my brother.
He's classy.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you drink with your pinky?
I sip tea with my pinky out.
Oh wow.
now. I no longer use sugar. We use organic honey.
Oh shit. We about to get kicked off the air 'cause I ain't
You was about to say something.
It's so many words that I can use, and none of them would have been politically correct.
So, but time will tell to see if the ratchet has left him.
Yes.
No, I'm starting to see the error of some of my ways.
So
I mean,
he said
Said
so.
so.
He said so.
So,
football season hasn't started yet, so we're gonna
It
wait.
just ended. So yeah, we'll
Yeah,
see.
we're just gonna wait.
oh, come on.
FYI, I hope Philly loses.
Aw.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting Super Bowl. A lot of storylines that I can't wait to talk about.
Yeah, and we need to see who's injured and who's not.
I really hope they lose. I'm
Well,
praying.
then you'll be really interested in the injury report.
I hope the whole team gets injured.
But I mean, for the other team, not just Philly. But you know, some people looking at it as the Rihanna concert. So
That's what I think it is. The
That's-
Rihanna Bowl.
I mean, that's kind of how it was when Beyonce performed at the halftime show.
Yeah.
A lot of people were like, "Oh, the Beyonce." There's a football game at the Beyonce.
There's a football game on the Beyonce concert.
I think this is the same concept right now.
Who you picking, CP3?
I'm going with Kansas City just for, like I said, with some of the storylines with Andy Reid going up against the team, that he took there and unfortunately didn't, win it.
Right.
You got, the Kelsey brothers playing against each other, the first time in NFL history. You got two black quarterbacks
Yep.
going at it for the first time in NFL history.
Amazing.
And I just think Kansas City, they've been there, they've done that. They know what to do. And Philly, even though they were there back in 2017, this is a whole new team
It is.
with a lot of youth on it and experience. And when the big lights come on the big stage, it's better to have that experience and then you know what to expect because the game is going to be totally different.
It's so hard not to curse. Because I just really wanted to say.
So wait, you're trying hard not to curse.
Yeah.
Okay,
We're
that's
going
good.
to no curse February. Is that what we doing? We had dry January.
I know, that's
no
not,
curse.
that's not going to last.
He didn't have dry
Not
January.
him. I'm saying
I
most
was
people.
about to
He would
say.
never dare to try to dry
I was
anything.
like, he didn't have
a dry week.
January.
A dry week was a struggle for him sometimes.
I
Most
mean,
people
it was.
are in January
No.
drinking, so
Yeah, I never understood why you do that right in the new year. Just
What?
Dry
just start
January.
dry January.
I've never heard that. That's a myth.
It's some new shit.
he said it's a
It's a myth.
myth.
It's like a unicorn.
I'm sure
Um,
someone somewhere has done it.
Yeah, some idiot. Lady Antoinette, what have you been up to?
So, everything. One thing I am going, we're taking things up a notch on my other podcast that I'm on, First String Podcast. So we've definitely interviewed some Hall of Famers, a lot of sportscasters, and just a bunch of everything and everyone. Definitely check that out on YouTube. I'm starting to gear up to start putting content on my own channel as well. So, Lady J Antoinette on Twitter. I'm on YouTube. Yes, I'm on Twitter, y'all. They got me on Twitter.
Elon Musk.
Yeah, but that was right before. Technically, I started my page before he bought it, and then I had to ask someone, I'm like, is this like a Tom situation? Why do I keep seeing Elon's tweets, but I'm not following him? What is he doing? But he's making sure that everyone who
I mean,
has
if I'm
Twitter
on
sees
Twitter, you're gonna see my tweets whether you
I
like it or
don't
not.
like that. I don't like it. I don't want to see
I mean, I'm a
him.
bully though, so I don't, you know.
Well, apparently he is.
Well, that's
So,
why he's a billionaire.
there we go. I'm starting school again. I can't
Whoa.
believe it, right? Going to
So
school.
your daughter
for-
finished school, now you're starting school.
in between the two kids, you know. So I'm going to school for sports marketing and media, and
I can see that.
at the same time a certificate in sportscasting. So you guys probably will see me on some stuff soon. But yeah, that's what's going on with me. Since I last saw you guys, I was here after Jada's birthday, right?
Yeah,
After she turned 21,
the
yeah.
poor baby, you had her.
So I got my 21-year-old, my 16-year-old still irritating my soul. Both of them. I love them though.
But how you 25 with a 21-year-old?
I told you I'm 35 now.
Told y'all she was hot.
35. That's it. I'm 35, and y'all can't tell me nothing different,
Started when she was
including you.
He said, "Did you?"
Started when she was young, y'all.
What?
What you see now was not what was back then, y'all.
I am
And
35.
she talking about me, see.
But I mean, it's crazy because, in my circle of friends, and you know, you have some people becoming grandparents, and then you have some people having that last kid, you know. So I'm so confused. I don't know what to do. I know I'm not in either situation, but I'm still confused.
Well, you know.
Yeah, I'm looking at you.
She's gonna be in one of those situations pretty soon.
Look, man.
Take a guess. Take a guess which one this one going to be in.
Nah,
So-
we done already had that talk.
So this is the beginning of Black History Month. So one of the things I wanted to do when we came back, and one of our focuses this year, as foes from last year, was we've always interviewed a lot of artists.
Yep.
But as I talked with everybody, I was like, we would, some of our best shows, no disrespect to the artists, but some of our best shows is when we spotlight one of the entrepreneurs. They're very interesting, and it's very creative to see when you see somebody doing something that they're passionate about. Mm-hmm. So I really wanted to start off, especially Black History Month, with talking with entrepreneurs. So I called up Assad. I was like, hey, come on back. We've been talking about coming back to the podcast, but this would be a great time. We're taking January off. We'll come back in February. And he was like, cool. He said, give me a date. I gave him the date. And then I wanted to do 2 entrepreneurs at a time. So someone who I originally asked declined. They said he asked, and they was like, oh, well, this one show didn't look too good, and my team said we don't want to do that because it will mess up my image or whatever. I mean, we'll give you free promotion. She's like, well, why don't you submit another show? Anybody that knows me knows. The minute you said no, I'm already on to the next person. No disrespect, but I'm never in a position where I gotta beg. I know too many people doing great things. Mm-hmm. If you choose not to be a part of it, cool. But as far as me in the position of, oh, please come, like, I'm not, this is not like the Jamaica commercial back in the 80s. I'm not like, hey, come back to Jamaica. I'm like, 2 bees in the bucket, F it, and move on.
Yeah.
Not you throwing Jamaica out there, though.
That was my commercial.
I'm just
That shit
saying.
made me want to get a passport.
I mean, just
A lot of people did.
Yeah.
Between then and now, yeah.
That and,
They went to Jamaica.
Yeah, but now it's like, what's that thing? Hedonism or whatever that thing is called. Shout out to Wally B.
Yes,
he just
Wally
said,
B.
Wally B was like, yeah, you're right. There is no need to beg, and I won't beg. I'll just move on because I know people who value the opportunity.
Right.
So so shout out to Asad because he did value the opportunity. Not only that, he's sent guests over here before, and he's brought a young lady here that we're going to interview in 1 second. Before we get to the interview, we have to talk about this real quick.
Okay.
My home state of New York, there is a middle school. So Airmark. So back in the days when we went to school, your lunch people worked for the school system.
Right.
So nowadays, just like the hospital, people are contracted.
Right.
So Airmark, which is a $1 billion company, and they work out in schools here, they work out in hospitals here too, decided to do this on the first day of Black History Month. This was the meal. Why you shaking your head? I ain't even got to it yet.
Just already
Because
preempted
we've
up
heard
now.
of
It's
these
chicken.
Black
I'm
I'm about to say
history
fried chicken,
fails.
collard greens,
No. It's and waffles
chicken and waffle. Okay.
and watermelon.
Oh, they had those watermelon.
Did they have grape soda or grape juice?
They might as well. I mean, and a little girl called them one.
Yeah, I'm
And
glad.
this they did the first day of Black History Month. You can't tell me that's not intentional.
Yeah. It
And this is a
probably was.
$1 billion company. Like I said, they have contracts with schools. They have contracts with colleges. This is a colossal fail to do this at a middle school.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's funny to me. I was looking up because everyone says watermelon fried chicken is associated with black people or whatever. But I looked up and I was watching something on documentary or something talking about watermelon. And back in the day, watermelon was like a prized thing to have because it was something that filled you up and something that hydrated you for
Right.
places that when you knew that. So it was something that the rich and well-to-do people had. The myth that it was only for black people is something that was perpetuated here
Well,
that made them feel that way.
Well, when you go back to those older style, like I've never watched movies like Gone to the Wind, Casablanca, all that stuff. I could really just step on it because when they had the movies like that, they would depict people in blackface or the black people, and they would make them like eat the watermelon and look goofy and stuff like that. And
There's
and then even the
reason for that.
cartoons, like Warner Brothers with Bugs Bunny back in the days was even Disney was racist as hell.
Yeah, they were.
They suppressed a lot of that stuff. But if you go on YouTube and Google racist cartoons, you'll find some of the stuff that they've locked in the vault. But Heckle, Jekyll, like all these cartoons I grew up in the '80s, which it was in the '80s. That was funny because I was 5 and I didn't know no better.
Right.
When I look at it now as a grown man, I'm like, I would never have my kids watch this shit.
So let's take a step back. You have a group of people that are teasing another group of people for eating something.
That they eat.
Well, no, not just that they eat. That was actually very intelligent. So if you have me, if I'm out in the heat, in the sun all day, and I need something that will keep me alive, literally, that will hydrate me, that can nourish me, and you make fun of me for that, either you don't understand that I'm my thought process is above yours, or you want to shun me from doing it. So why would you make fun of me and try to get me to stop doing something to keep me alive or to nourish me? It's because you want me to go ahead and not eat it anymore, and so that I'll feel bad, I'll feel guilty about eating it, so that I no longer exist. Now I'm going to die. I'm be malnourished. I'm going to be dehydrated.
It just trips me out to the extent of the thought process of racism and prejudice and stuff. It's like, so because I do something, it automatically links it to my whole race.
Yep.
But on the
For
flip
only
side,
black people.
yeah, but on the flip side, when these serial killers and mass shooters are mostly non-minorities, so that's just he slipped through the
That
cracks.
was real cute. You said non-minority.
Yeah,
Let's
non-minority.
say what it is.
I'm trying to keep us. See, I say I'm going to get us put off. I'm trying to
You can say
be PC and keep us
Caucasian.
on there. I'm not going to be the one. So.
You can say. I'm gonna say it.
non-minorities.
I'm gonna say it because it's all about cultural assumptions. Real talk. Whoever came up with that, they thought in their mind that they were doing something good. That's the difference between the two.
There it
You
is.
have people that exist who are so in their box that they don't even realize that, oh, your bright idea is actually offensive because they're in their box. They don't know that they're offending you because they never cared to find out who you are, to find out what you are. So that's, and unfortunately, I have to deal with this on a regular basis on my day job, but it's terrible. It's terrible, and it shows two different worlds. Why would you think that this was okay? And who did you run this through? Because that's another part. I mean, when you step back and think about it, when the decision-making process is there, is it just one person that makes these things up and keeps going? Usually not. It's usually a group of people that all approve it.
That's cool. So, CP3 like he's just about to explode.
No, it's
Because he
just
wants it.
no, because it's to me it's just funny on different levels. I mean, like you say, the fact that it had to get approved, and the fact that they, like you say, people, they only see through their own perspective and
Right.
through their own eyes and to things that only affect them. And until it hits close to home, and then they can have that moment to realize it doesn't. It never, the light never comes on. And I used to be that way, closed-minded, didn't take
You
other
were
people-
closed-minded?
Yeah, I mean, once I learned how to take other people's perspectives in the thought process, I have to realize that everybody doesn't think like me, everybody doesn't feel like me, so I can't expect everyone to feel the same way. So that I have to think about where they're coming from, and then understand why, and then you have the discussion.
Yeah.
And that's the part that people are missing now with this cancel culture. Nobody wants to discuss everything. They just want, oh, that's what you feel, that's what you say. Okay, yeah, cancel him. He's this. Okay. Nobody wants to have the discussion. Everybody wants to make assumptions and judgments on people, but nobody wants to actually have the discussion and figure out why do you feel that way. And that's been the one thing that's in my life. I always say you have to keep asking why until you can ask why no more. And then that's when you get to the root problem. And nobody wants to get to the root problem, but everybody wants a quick solution. And until we have those discussions and sit down and listen to each other and listen to understand and not listen to respond or to get offended or to tweet something, then we're going to make progress. But until then, everything else is just lip service and bullshit and rhetoric. And I'm just tired of it, honestly.
I was so proud of you for a second. I was like, he went all the way through. I was like, yo, he's about to do it. He's going to do it. No, he's not going to kiss. I was like, oh my God.
He had to say, he had the first, it's that first curse word, and then it goes down from there.
Yeah.
So you see, I stopped it.
You stopped it. This
I was trying.
rant. But
I told you I'm working.
So let me tell you what I got to do since because we live and it's acting crazy. I got to switch cameras. So I'm going to play a video, and then we're going to come back and we're going to talk to the guests.
Okay.
You got to love live, though, because when shit go wrong, you just got to make shit up on the fly. This is actually Rue Pratt. She's a dope artist. I met her several times when I was at Rise 95. You should love this song, CP3.
Cut the mic because he is so strong.
I can't cut the mic.
Yeah, you can. That's how I gotta take my meds.
Set it right in there.
17:38.
Oh, that's a milestone. You lucky because I really wanted to get Uncle Nearest, and it was like I was trying to get the 100 proof, but I was just broke that day. Uncle Nearest, it's a black-owned company. It's the people who Jack Daniel stole their recipe for liquor from.
Nearest Green is the black man that came up with the recipe for Jack
Not
Daniels
Daniels. They
whiskey.
stole it from
And
him.
actually taught the Daniels family the method of distillery.
Yeah.
What's the name of the nigga? His name was Nearest Green.
Uh-huh.
So
Song is Uncle.
instead of giving his family
It's
half the
called
money,
Uncle
which they
Nearest.
should, they give him his own brand called Uncle Nearest. But understand something, Jack Daniels has been making millions of dollars
Jack
for like over
Daniels,
100 years.
The company
Oh, wow.
did not. They finally acknowledged it, but they didn't do anything. So
No
they,
pay, no money.
Well, they didn't cut no checks.
Right.
No checks were cut to the Daniels
Wow.
family. And they're still fighting
Wow.
to this day.
And you was about to get what?
I was about to get there.
It's called Uncle Nearest. I
They
wouldn't
sell
drink
that
it.
in the
If I
store?
was a drink, I wouldn't drink it.
Uncle Nearest.
Uncle Nearest.
If I want a real wild party, I'm a
Nah,
Yes.
I wouldn't drink that. If I did drink, I would never drink that.
I'm scared. So it's worse than this?
Oh, I never had it.
Uncle Nearest is it's
Or better.
smooth. Do you like that?
It's sneaking on me.
Okay, so Uncle Nearest is real smooth. When to talk about the sneak up, that's
This is Uncle Nearest?
yeah.
Was he white or black?
Black.
Black.
For
the
He was
real?
a slave. On the
Oh,
farm.
this is
Yeah,
Black
it's
History
plantation.
Month, and we giving Black History back.
But it's not black owned, which it should be.
No, Uncle Nearest is. It's black owned.
By who?
It's a woman, and she gives the money to the family. That's
Oh,
why
wow.
that's
For real?
Jack Daniels is not. Uncle Nearest is.
Oh wow, I never heard of anything like that.
Yeah, it's a black woman who decided to
Oh, wow.
do that, and the money goes.
What's
to
the odds of that? We talking about this today. Black History.
every Black History Month we talk about?
I love it. I didn't know that. Y'all just taught me something. I really just taught me something. I knew this right here was making my lips numb.
Definitely.
That's our motto.
So we back.
Get your
We
drink
back.
and learn.
See, this song was so smooth, it made CP3 go out and do something.
Yay.
Black History Month.
So we in the building. We got Sonny in the building. So I had talked to Sonny a while ago.
We live
You on?
right now. Okay. Okay.
Pull the mic a little closer to you.
Okay. I'm ready.
All right. So I talked to her a while ago. Assad had told me about her and stuff, and then we were supposed to get her on as a guest, but we were trying to work it out. And I was telling her she could call in, but then she was like she wanted to come.
Yeah.
It's always a better party when you come in. Right?
Clearly, I'm glad I stuck with that.
So, we about to have some fun.
I just said my lips was numb. I was about to have some fun.
So before we get I know CP3 loves telling this story in which he says that he was tricked into drinking alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
So my name is 151 and I drink a lot. So I poured, was it 151? Was it Jack Daniels or?
No, you poured it into. It was
I think it was. I think it was.
It was a brown liquor.
The shit I used to drink all the time.
Not Jack Daniels. What's the other one?
I stopped drinking it. I used to get shots of it.
I know it wasn't 1738.
No. It was
It was cheap or expensive?
Oh, okay.
mid range.
Mid range. Was it brown or white?
It was brown.
It was brown.
Was it? It wasn't like no.
Jim
J.
Jim Beam. It was Jim
Jim
Beam.
Man, I had a
So-
brain fart.
It was for my birthday. My boy, because they don't really sell 151. So he found the bottle. He came up from Culpeper or somewhere, Charlottesville. And I was bored, so I just poured the shit in because I was like, what's all going in the same place?
But no, he did it in front. CP3 was sitting right here, and he poured it in.
But I
in
wasn't
front
watching
of
him pour it into the bottle.
Keep that
I
in
was
mind.
doing something else as he was pouring his concoction together.
And saying,
And as
I
he's pouring into
poured
his
this.
cup, I'm hearing him say that when I look up, he's pouring into his cup. So I'm thinking he's mixing it in his cup,
So-
not in the entire bottle.
So, Lady Antoinette, did I not say?
When he was pouring it, that was the first time. When you poured the 151 into the Jim Beam, that's the first time he said it.
But mind you, was I doing something else at the time?
You're always doing
It must have been real messed up
Exactly.
because everybody trying to like.
So-
Because
So what happened?
I lost 3 hours of time there.
So when he left, here, he said he was good. So I'm thinking he good.
I was good.
So you know how you just wake up in the middle of the night and you check your phone, and he's like this, and he's like, "Man, I just made it home," and I'm like, "You left my house 3 hours ago."
Still can't count.
What was
So the mama in me, from now on, like I always say, hey, what did you make it home? Can you let us know when you make it? You know, things like that. Because he don't.
Can I ask you a
And I
question?
also asked
Yes, you
what I
can.
drink
Where was
before
he?
I drink now.
Huh?
Where was he at those hours.
He don't know.
He don't know.
I know.
And he was, and his pockets was light.
I ended up around Northeast $60 lighter,
Wow.
and I was a lot happier when I got home.
Ooh.
But I don't know how I ended up in Northeast from Northern Virginia.
When he was supposed to be going right
And I was
across the
supposed
bridge.
to go to Calvin Heights. So I don't know how I ended up. So yeah, I ended up at home on the couch about 1:30. Like, yeah, I finally made it home. I don't know where I went.
You
but
was
I'm
lost.
home.
And happy.
Yeah.
Bro, yeah, he was happy.
Say he was happy.
We don't know.
Somebody was happy.
We don't know what
He said he was happy.
Yeah, I was happy and I tipped good that night too.
I bet you did.
Apparently.
So, as always, Lady Internet will start us off with the questions.
Yes. So, tell us, what do you do? What is your, give us your introduction.
So I'm known as Sunny, Sunshine, and then turned it to Sunny. My family calls me Zah. I grew up as Zah. I create my own. I customize hoodies, t-shirts, hats. I'm just artistic, and people like it, and I sell it. And what I stand for is it's a representation of us all, I guess, as humanity. We're not perfect. So my brand is Savage Hippie. I think we all got a little bit of savage in us. And we should, you know,
She
and
can call that
respect.
CP3 hippie.
You have to respect your savage. You have to respect your beast within yourself. Because in this plane and in this world, you have to have that beast. And, you know, in order to survive or maneuver. But hippie, I'm a hippie too, you know, 'cause I'm really a sweetheart, and like I like all type of people. All, you know, I don't know what a hippie is that represents to me is like I just like the vibe. And when you vibe, you don't see color, you don't see age, you don't see this, you know, it's a whole paradigm in itself. So you know, my clothes that I create, it meshes well with my name. I didn't even know I was that creative, so I shock myself. So when I finish my creations, I'll be impressed because I'm like, I like what I made. You know, I didn't even expect to make something like that. So it's,
CP3, what you got? What you got, CP3 hippie?
Oh boy. So what are some of your inspirations that lead you to, you say you customize, so you don't necessarily make your own things, you actually like add to or, you know, customize current apparel. So what type of things inspire you to do that makes you stand out, that makes someone want to come to you and say, hey, I want you to, you know, make this hot for me?
anybody that's willing to step out the box, because what I create is out the box. It's not the norm. It's for people to step out the box. So it's fashion for out the box. Even when you in a box, you still got something to state that you still out the box. So in the box is the matrix. Out the box is out the matrix, right? So when we get dressed, sometimes our clothes is a example of who we are. So we have to camouflage for our daytime, because you got to fit in the matrix to survive, to provide like for your kids and your family. That's a sacrifice right there, but you still a wild child on the inside. You grew up a certain kind of way. You just had to make ends meet. So that's my brand is. It's like, it's a little bit like out the box, you know. And when you in a box, you still out the box. It's a label to let you know I'm not conforming. You know, you can't capture this. You can capture this right here, but this inside, this soul, this spirit, it will always be free. You know what I'm saying? I'm a sacrifice to what I'm trying to provide for my youngins, and they can be more out the box than what I can be, you know. So it's just a representation of that.
All right. Being a creator, how do you balance that? Because I know creativity happens some of the weirdest things. Like you can't really like. There's no off switch for creativity. Back when I used to rap, I used to be like, I wake up at 3 a.m, like, okay, I gotta write something. Back when I was engineering, like people used to get mad as shit at me because they'd be like, yo, you gonna mix my track? No, I'm gonna mix your track, but not right now. They'd be like, when you gonna mix it? About 5 o'clock in the morning. So like, how do you balance that?
That's the hardest task. Like literally, I'm not perfect. Like I'm here today to say like my life is like I'm still trying to create structure. I got 3 kids and I'm a single mom, so I'm still trying to figure out how you make balance. How do you make balance? You know what I'm saying? That's a question I'm asking too. Like, how you make balance?
There is no such thing.
You know, it's like you still gotta give your body rest, but you still gotta be attentive to kids. So I don't know. Prayer and dreams make you make balance because you squeeze time in for it. Because life itself is not made for you to make balance with creativity.
It's not.
It's structured for you to fit in a norm of doing this and doing that and doing that. But
Well, what I've learned is it's more about using your time more wisely than trying to find balance, because there, especially, you know, being a single mom with 3 kids, my sister's in the same situation as she has teenagers and preteens, so it's a whole different ball game. But trying to find balance, that word shouldn't exist because
It's a
it's
forever
never
thing.
going to happen. So
You
it's just
always
about
want-
maximizing
You
the
wanna
time that you
plan.
have and be productive in the time that you have. So
you want to be like, I'm gonna wake up at this time and do that. But say your body say I stayed up all night before, like 2 nights, and I want to wake up at this time and do it. And that night I might, but the next night I might can't. I might gotta literally get myself that sleep. So today, literally, yesterday, literally the day before yesterday, I'm literally teaching myself like, find it. So I say, well, it's not 24 hours in a day. That's the best advice I got in a long time, because that limits me when I say 24 hours. So if I could just give myself 3 hours of sleep, then I might be able to jump up while they still sleep and still create, you know.
The one thing I learned, and one of the greatest quotes I got off of dude off of, I think, IG, he said, in order to be successful, you gotta learn how to operate in chaos. You know, and because when things are chaotic, some people fall. Some people quit. And then you have to decide at that moment, do you want to keep going or do you want to fold or quit? You know, and as a mother, I can only imagine, as a mother with like three kids, you know, it's easy to say I want to quit.
I never thought I wanted to quit so much until recently, and I'd be like, dang, I feel like forces is working against me. How can I manage time? And she's sick. How can I manage time and complete 3, 4 simple? That's like 4 orders. But I'm real life like 3 small kids, hands in, da da da. But it's the passion, you know, and your dream. It's what you want. So it's like, I love the responses I get from people. I love that. That feeds my fire. So I keep going.
Shout out to DJ Nasty Nice, Trap City Radio. He just tuned in. He actually wants to come back down here. He actually wants to, when doing the interview, he wants to come in live from Roanoke. He wants to come down here from Roanoke, and he wants to DJ live on the show. But and we had this talk too about, you know, operating in chaos and you know, moving forward and stuff. Like, success is a job itself. Like, you gotta punch that time clock to be successful. You gotta grind. You gotta hustle. And this is one of the reasons why I wanted to do this show, because I love hearing her story. Like, when we talk about Black history and Black struggle and stuff like that, people forget about Black success. You know, people forget that the Black dollar is the most powerful dollar on this planet. Right? We buy and we consume so much, and it was so creative. You know, savage hippie, being herself, something that represents her. It's a beautiful thing. What you got, Lady Ann, today?
So, when you do, because I know you were talking about the balance and trying to navigate and schedule, you know, what you want to do and what you have to do. When you actually sit down to create, can you give us a little insight on your creative process? Are there certain things you do? Are you in a certain mindset when you're creating?
Oh, that's fun. I like that question, because literally, like, that time is a spill out of what I already taken in. So in the midst of me doing everything I gotta do, I'm always taking in stuff. I'm always learning. I'm always observing. Everything, all day, every day is a learning experience. The people that you meet. Welcome to the fact that I know these people that I run into, they're gonna teach me something. I've been blessed to run into old, young, whatever, like the expanding people, they teach me all the time. They could be homeless, they could be rich, they can be. So that right there is your time to pull out. So if I'm just doing something basic like with my kids in the daytime, they sick, and I gotta be inside because whatever, you know, I'm running YouTube. I'm learning about planets and starships and energies and different type of folks and like all that. So it just gave me an opportunity to just pull right back out with whatever I did. And that's why I say it shocked me. It shocked me of what it might turn out. I might think it's a flop. I might have messed up, and I go back over it and this and the third. It's a frequency. It's a frequency. So I like to create on a certain type of frequency. I never create on a, if I'm mad, I want to go make something. I want, you know what I'm saying? It's a pour out of what I take in.
That's me. CP3 is concerned. Oh, he cleared his throat.
Yeah, I want to echo on that with, like you said, with the when you have outside things going on, being creative, that helps get the whatever, you know, you're going through that day. That's what I do when I, you know, make beats sometimes. Especially if I had a rough day, I need something to release it out and I can't hit somebody or do what I want to really do. That's when I started making, you know, beats and or graphics or doing something to try to be creative, to use that energy for something positive and creative. So I feel you on that. With the struggle of trying to find a balance and deal with all the ups and downs of motherhood and, you know, like you said, sick kids and trying to be an entrepreneur. Excuse me, what do you feel would help you make that next step to, you know, in the process of you being a true entrepreneur and get you to that next level to open the door for you to get your ideas and your concepts out there more?
What I feel would be the next step?
Yeah.
It's me. It's me. It's me learning structure for myself on this. It's me educating myself on a business front, because I think a lot of us might not keep it real, that we might not know the structure of like how to operate or how to form or make a franchise more than a business. Because I mean, a business is a business. I guess we want to go bigger than that, right? So it's like educating. So to me, my biggest challenge is like educating myself on what's the next step. I'm a hustler. I've been a hustler. I'm a hustler. So I'm always gonna get it, and no matter what, I can start from that, and I'll manifest it. It's gonna come. I'm gonna go get her. So I know I do that. But hustling gotta turn into something else. So for me, that's what I'm trying to learn now, is learn the logistics of business and slowing it down so as though I can comprehend and understand how this work with this and this work with that and that work with that. And it's like not being afraid to say shit. I need somebody to slow that shit down. Like explain that shit to me where I can get it. I can step from A to B. Like A to B might, you know what I'm saying? Like let's shorten it and not feel ashamed to say, I don't fucking know. I don't know how to do that. Can you break that down for me where I understand? Because other than that, I'm just going to hustle. I know I make this. I know I make that. I know I make that. I get this off for that. I can do this for that. So that's what I'm going to do until I learn how to learn the bigger picture of how to send what need to go what, how to bring other people in, even to open up trust and to attract the right people into your circle to help expand your business. So to me, that's my struggle right now. It's just, I don't know how to. I'm gonna tell you right. I'm a hustler. You want it? I can do it. I can make it. You want your idea? I can make it. I can make it for you, you, and you. But how can I make this bigger? You know what I'm saying? So that's my.
Well, you do know how what you're doing, because one thing is you partner with the right people.
True.
Like, just for instance, shout out to DJ Nice, because he was like, yo, slide the camera a little bit so I can see her. And then when it got right, he said, perfect. So when you align with yourself with the right people, they'll put you on the right path and guide you. The whole thing is you just got to be willing to listen.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, dealing with Assad and Aracusa and LA, like, they're good people.
Yeah.
Like, I was going to wait until, you know, they actually got on, but, you know, Assad had put me on to a photo gig, like last year. Good opportunity. He recommended me, and it worked out for me. But that's when you align yourself with good people. Because when you align yourself with good people, they want to see you win.
Yeah.
So, and I can see that, like, those are, sometimes we don't see our steps because we're not looking how far we come. We're just thinking about the journey. So when you align yourself with good people, like, and shout out to CP3, like when I was going through some tough times with my aunt had passed, you know, he was like, nah, we're gonna get you out the house. We're gonna, you know, go on this trip and get you out your funk and make sure and stuff like that. Like, so when you align yourself with good people, they always want to see you win. And that's the thing. You know, we have a habit of, when we get around people, there's certainly people that want to leech onto you and keep you down versus people that won't always want to pick you up. You have to see people for who they are. But people who are genuine, they really want to see you win, accept that. Listen to them. That's the blessing. But when people that are leeching onto you because you hot right now, yo, sometimes you gotta tell them, nah, not this time, bro. Networking, move around, definitely. You can't be afraid to let go of certain people because the more successful you gonna get, the more people are gonna try to stop you. The more people are gonna try to say something negative. The more people are gonna be like, oh, but you can't do it, or oh, so and so make a better hoodie, or so and so. You can't worry about that. Focus on the people who like your product. Focus on the people who are giving you praise, because as a creator, that's what's gonna help you create. You know, as a creator, Erykah Badu said the realest thing. Never forget I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit.
Right.
And as artists, so someone criticized the podcast, I can get mad or I can change it. Or I can see what they're saying. You know, oh, well, you know what, the green screen didn't look right. I can be like, hell, F everybody, this, or I could be like, you know what, maybe I need to fix it. You know,
Yeah.
Oh, the sound wasn't that good. Okay, well, let me work on that for next week to make sure that we better. You know,
I do.
That's the thing. Like one thing, like me and CP3, we have a good brotherhood, and even Lady Ed is a good family, basically. Sister, if something's not right, they're gonna tell me so we can fix it. You know, we actually have talks outside of coming here every Sunday. Mm-hmm. You know, it's a lead up to all the stuff that's going on. And, you know, normally when we start the podcast, it's not even about the podcast, it's about what's going on in your week. You know, we have jokes, we have fun, you know. We text CP3 earlier today, you know, no grilling. I was like, I bet you he booed up, and he was.
Because we know.
You finally find somebody that understands you, and you don't grill when it's cold outside, and then something's changed.
It was 60 degrees today, though.
I know, it was nice, man. I was itching
But
to maybe find
you not grilling isn't necessarily because you found someone that understands you. It's just we notice a change in you.
You glowing now. You look lighter.
He on his light skin.
I just say I was just marinating some other meat this morning.
Okay,
He
CP3.
said marinate some other meat this morning.
So now we just
I'm just saying.
Not marinate some other
I'm
meat.
just saying. I'm still me.
Pork chop, greasy.
Lady Antoinette, can you follow that up? I don't know what to say.
Oh my goodness.
Save us.
Right. I'm just.
Marinate
Let's
some other
switch
meat.
gears over here.
Hey, I bought that meat.
Hey, no.
Oh,
No. But that's not what we said.
Hey,
That's what you said. That's a you thing.
Hey, I was talking about meat.
No. Okay, shifting gears completely. I'm going to completely shift gears.
Shift
now.
gears. Save us.
Let's talk about Miss Sunny over here.
Okay.
Miss Sunshine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Miss Savage Hippie. So, tell us, outside of Savage Hippie, tell us about the mom in you. Look at her face.
Oh, shit.
Tell us about, because if you're this creative, I already know it's going to filter over into your children. Okay, number one, are they creative as well? And number two, do you find yourself doing a lot more creative things with the kids than maybe other moms around you because of who you are as a person?
They are creative. they was born with this type of spark. I feel like we all meshed together so well. My oldest, she's worldly. Like, she's about I don't know, everybody, it's 4 of us in total, meaning me as the head.
Yes.
And then I have baby girl, that's 8, she just turned 8, that's Zoe. And then Zeta, she's 3. And then baby boy, that's Dakota, he's 1.
Okay.
So we all meshed together well. As far as being a parent like that, I don't know. I just I like for them to show me who they are. You know. That's as much as I can really say about it. I try to withdraw certain things from them so they can tap more into what their abilities are. I try to invoke that into them, power into them. Like, even if it's not invoking power into them, awaken power into them, letting them know. So they come home and they tell me about certain problems. But, you know, we talk about how we can overcome it, because the problem's going to always come.
Right.
You know, I can't go tackle every last problem you got at school. And they look at me like that, like I can, because I nutted up a few times and tripped out. Like, my mama, yeah. But it's like I gotta teach you that power is within you, and certain things don't mean that I gotta go up there. A fool. I can't. You gotta do this and you know. So that's the fun challenge, but you know, it's tapping into that for them. And just me as a parent, just realizing the magic they hold within themselves, and them being pure kids. I feel like that's a rare right there.
Yeah.
Kids are we are powerful coming in this world alone without all this other shit that's put into us, injected into us, fed into us, taught to us. Like we forget the power within ourselves. So if I could get them to do that, no matter like what age, I feel like my mission here is wrapped up. You know what I'm saying? But I want them to realize what they got within themselves. Like, no matter what the outside circumstances is, we can do this together. But you know, you got something in you that's little stuff. That's light to what your characteristics is.
Right.
It's gonna come. All that is gonna come. How you gonna handle it? So we navigating that together, because certain things I probably lacked as just a little bit, and then certain things that I was raised by a lot of women, so they invoked a lot of us. Don't come back in here until you know.
That's
So CP3, hearing that, don't you gonna find your lost kids?
You know what's funny?
Wait, what's funny?
You know what's funny?
Somebody reached out.
Somebody reached out.
Did
It's
someone say, excuse me?
It's like, excuse me, my son's wearing a white beater and cornrows
Were you
and got
the
bad
guy
feet.
who was at this party back in
Not lost
2003?
In my new career, it's ironic that I work in the school system now, and looking at some of these kids and then seeing when their parents come to the
And
games
you
and stuff,
recognize the parents?
I be looking like,
Oh my
Damn,
goodness.
could have been.
did I
Were you in
just
Capitol
leave?
Heights?
Did I just leave and go somewhere else?
You leave?
I don't like awkward situations.
I bet you know. You actually have a question, CP3?
You just traumatized him by saying that. Now he don't know how to act.
Now you don't know what to say, right?
He shook it again.
Yeah, but I had some thought processes going on in the game last week.
Oh, shit.
Oh no.
Nah, I'm just
Nah, he ain't playing.
I know your mama. How old is
He
you?
used to call it jawbone.
Oh, you know what? Oh my goodness. See, this is why I need Mercedes. I don't have
See,
Mercedes.
he's going good for a minute.
Nah, I can't say I have a question right now.
All right,
That's
so
so messed up.
he messed up. Sonny, what's your IG? DJ Nasty.
Sunny, SUNNY, Sunny _ the DA Savage Hippie.
Okay.
So Savage Hippie with an IE at the end.
So it's Sunny _ the Savage Hippie, DJ Nasty Night. So, but I actually do have a question.
Okay.
So give me 5 do's and 5 don'ts of what you've learned about creating and being a designer?
Don't do it when you tired. Don't do it when you're real drunk.
Damn, that's that.
Don't
Be
do
a
it.
designer then.
Hang it up now there, buddy.
Don't do it under negative pressure. I'm gonna say negative pressure because sometimes pressure is good. I like pressure.
Pressure burst pipe.
I almost like last minute stuff a little bit because I
diamonds.
think.
That's what you're supposed to say, CP3.
Oh shit, he getting another
But it's a
pressure.
difference between negative, last minute, and positive. The pressure that's added to you. 'Cause you know what I'm saying? So if you want that positive, when they invoke you with that, like, I know you could do it. Can you do it for me for like 3 and like 2 days? You're like, I don't know if I can do it. You're like, yes, you can. No, you can. You can. Like it'll come true. Like so. Drunk, you do stuff crooked, messed up. You don't want to do it like that. You be waking up the next day, you done messed up a few hoodies or whatever. So you don't want to do that. That's only 3.
If we get 3, that's cool.
Okay, because I haven't learned the other ones. And you said the positives of
Yeah.
it? Set your atmosphere. Set your
Damn,
atmosphere.
that's a life joint. That ain't just a designer joint.
Set your atmosphere. Get your atmosphere ready. Get your candles. Sage your area. You know what I'm saying? Get your music going.
Yep.
Get your mind right. You gotta meditate. You gotta pray. You start getting your mind ready way before you start creating. Creating started like 10, 11, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning. But you've been thinking about it all day long. It's almost like sex, right? If somebody promise you we're going to go do something, your mind already start creating it way before it even happened.
That you, CP3?
Fucking right.
You already slept and you like, when I get up in here, I'm going to go do this and do that. You know what I'm saying? So,
The anticipation.
it is. Right? It's the same way when you get up in there. You like, I started to, when I get up in there, I'm going to go make that. I might make this a big font over there. I might go do that and put a little spot over there. Like, you know. I don't know how many ever it is.
That's not what she said.
Oh, my bad.
See, lady, after you can't see what he's doing beside you.
I can't. That's why you turn it like this. Like,
So when she said the second joint, he started shaking his head. He started reminiscing. He started doing Mary J.
I
Blige.
can feel him going.
Oh.
Like, oh, here we go.
You know that part. You
Look
be
how
like,
it's going to
Shorty
my
said
eye.
she gonna then come over tonight. And you already start thinking like you planning ahead of time. It's just with creative energy is sexual energy. It is the same thing. It come from the same. What's this called? Chakras. It come from the same chakras. You know what I'm saying? That sexual energy is the same. It's all of this. It's all combined. So you know you start masterminding stuff before you even put your hands on it. You don't never want to put your hands on something without even. It just.
Thinking about it, yeah.
Can you do me a favor? Can you put hold one of your hoodies up for us, please, so we can see that joint? We can see you wearing one.
Yeah.
But
I did this morning. I ain't know what to wear. So.
So you just created it.
So this is really, really basic, but it's like simple, and I did this for you today. So it's solid black, right? So I was just like, I want to get him a solid black hoodie. I'm gonna give him something without it. So, you know, I just added little stains, and I was like, oh, I love planets and stuff. It's like little moons all around it, you know.
I can live that life.
You know, but it's simple. It's not doing too much, you know, but it's
doing
still.
just enough.
I like the font on that.
Thank you.
It looks real retro.
And it's the crew neck official, like the whole, you know, bow with it, you know.
I like the joint though.
Thank you. So you like it? Because
Yeah.
it's for you. So can I see you try it on? I want to see how it fit. Because I didn't know if it was going to be too big. And I brought it, I'm like, I don't know.
Man, I'm from New York. Everything big.
That's why I said something like that.
I'm an old school nigga. I do not wear tight clothes.
Yeah.
I like breathing.
Don't get CP3 started. Don't talk about time.
Yeah.
Hey. Let
I
them
had
be
a
who
running.
they
I had a
are.
running with one of them skinny jeans.
Of course you did. Of course. I felt like you was picking.
You probably would.
So if they know the entire shoe.
You know what?
No, he couldn't do.
I didn't think it was going to fit like that, man.
Oh yeah, I like this joint. I'll send the pictures.
It's chill. It's a, you know, I want to make chill clothes.
How we send
You
the
know,
pictures?
it's all about chill, but it's still making statement.
So the one thing about us is that when we get outfits or like this, I'm definitely gonna take pictures. And every time, and so I can tell you, every time I wear it, I tag them. I let them know, boom, boom, boom. This suit made it. We show support.
Okay.
You know, that's one of the things. That's, not just the purpose of this podcast. So, shout out to my boy Lenny. You betrayed me, Lenny. because he's the one. When we interviewed his boys,
Mm-hmm.
he's like, man, I wish the girl was there.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm here,
You're
Lenny.
dead to me,
Okay.
Lenny. You're dead. I don't know you. But you're dead to me just for that comment.
Yeah.
We put in work week in and week out. We're
I'm
not taking
sorry I
trips
wasn't
to
here, man.
drinking in such and other
I
states.
feel like I was at a game.
We put in the work.
You were at a game that day.
Yeah, I was
You
at
go.
a
Lenny,
game.
I don't
I'm
know you,
sorry.
but you're dead to me. Just for that comment.
Hey, leave Lenny alone, okay?
Say he did. So.
But shout out to him.
Respect on my name.
So real talk.
I'll treat him.
Oh, tree.
I'm gonna get you in contact with my boy DJ Nasty Nice. He wants to. He has a. See, the thing about this, we build with other people. We build with Eric Kuza. Shout out to my man Trap City Radio, DJ Nasty Nice. He wants to holler at you. You probably can call and do an interview with him. He out in Roanoke, part of the Coalition DJs. He travels. He DJs from basically from here all the way to I think what is the first? South Carolina, ATL. He's always on the move.
Yeah. The whole East Coast.
Yeah, basically. Excuse me, but he's actually in CB3. You're gonna have to grill that day. I'm gonna send you. I'll send you her IG because I have it. Nasty Nice. I'll send it to you. When Nasty Nice comes down, because he wants to actually DJ. He wants to bring the tables and
That's a cookout.
that's a cookout.
We coordinate schedule-wise and do some big, baby. You know.
Listen to his voice. We are in
He
trouble.
living
now.
out, he got low
cookout
food.
You see, you hear how his voice went
Get
up?
some,
That
get
means
some
that we're in trouble.
churros and some burritos to throw on that too. You know, we can make
When do
it
you start growing churros and burritos? Right?
You gotta adapt
She's
to the
Spanish?
I don't
culture,
know what this is.
His
I'm
about.
about to
girlfriend
go to
Spanish?
Virginia, baby. I'm trying to adapt to the
Oh,
community.
excuse me.
Yeah,
Y'all hear that?
I might be departing PG County pretty soon.
I don't think it's a mic.
I might be departing PG
He
County soon.
said,
It's
peace
been
Oh.
out.
good.
I'll move that.
A Nasty Nice wants a hoodie, so I'm gonna send him your IG and he's gonna contact you.
Okay.
But like I said, we do support each other and stuff. Like that's my brother. I love the fact that when people talk about there's crabs in the barrels, you just hang around crabs. You know, there are good people. There are people that want to see you win. There are people that want to see you network and build. So when people are like, oh, this whole area is crabs in the barrel. Nah, Slim, you a crab hanging around a crab. That's why you can't get up. Damn.
I was supposed to be a preach, but
You
I came
can't.
off.
That was your version of preach?
Yeah,
But,
William, that was his
no
version.
more.
That was
Can
his
I
version.
have any
You know, and I say this because I'm real selective of people who I do business with and people who I hang around. Like, you know, people like if people think, oh, I could just buy you because nah, but I'm gonna make money to the day I die. I've been making money since I was 11, Slim. So it ain't never tripping over money. I feel people's energy. If you got good energy, we could do business. Hell, it could be just a good conversation. You know, real talk. The first time I met Assad and in LA, we had a great conversation that day, and my aunt passed that night. And when I put up, it was on a Sunday, June 6th, because right after my birthday. When I put up that my aunt passed, like, what's the realness? Assad reached out. He ain't know me for Adam. He just met me that day, and he was like, "Hey, you good? You know, I got dudes that I've known 30 years, and he didn't reach out when they found out my mother's twin passed. You know, basically my second mom. So, you know, I appreciate when you hang around the realness, people you can gravitate and they'll put you in a better position. Like, but you just have to be selective of who you give your energy to.
Absolutely.
Because, you know, you give your energy to the wrong person, they vampires, they leeches.
Yeah.
They don't want to see you win. They see the success and they want to bring you down.
Absolutely.
So, and you know, definitely salute. You know, Nasty Nice plays my stuff. Independent artists, if you need promotion and stuff like that, holler at me. I'll put you in touch with DJ Nasty Nice. He has promotional packages for you. He said, "At the Bar is such a dope platform. Thank you." He does have promotional packages. Promotional packages means you're paying. Shout out to my girl Alexis from Limelight. It was Alexis' birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
So happy birthday. She has hooked us up with many a great guest.
She has.
Appreciate
And,
it.
you know, salute to her for tuning in and happy birthday. And I hope you partying up in Atlanta.
And maybe she got to come up for an entrepreneur and do the interview with her on that.
I would love to get her back, back up. And yeah, we used to have great conversations, and try to talk business talk to a lot of these artists. And then I would have young little mugs to be like, "Hey, do you play any music?" Nah, stupid. I'm trying to give you game on how not to get fucked in this industry. But go ahead, here, take the Vaseline and go.
Here we go. You see why we did
Yeah, I see why.
It's the wrong.
That's what I was
Shout out to Nasty Nights. Yes, he was just in South Carolina last night working. And DC's coming next. So when he's coming to DC, we definitely gotta set something up. And real talk, when he actually came down here for the DJ Coalition event, I actually came out to support him and stuff. So now, got anything else? Cause we're gonna get to. I'm gonna play some videos and I'm gonna set up for the second part of the interview and stuff like that. Anything else for this young lady?
Not much. I just want, not a question. Just want to let you know, yes, it is about energy, and we love your energy.
Thank
you. Definitely, you sound like well, we know you're a creator, but you sound like you're more than that. And I appreciate that because I know that in your product, it's going to shine through. So yes, we love you and keep doing you. I like to see young women, and of course this is Black History Month, so of course we're talking about young Black women doing their thing.
Thank you. Oh my God. I almost love it. that means a lot. I'm just gonna say this, and you know we can wrap it up. Like, the little bit of acknowledgement. I think my family start realizing it's a little bit of they say I see you, even with us all. Like that's one of the main people that say I see you where you on. And when we just start from the mud, we start from the mud. I know I am. I'm starting from nothing. I'm not even a social media person. I hate being on live. I hate being in front of a whole bunch of people. I'm more of a this than a whole bunch of people. To me, this is more personal. I can show who I am like this. But when somebody say I see you and they bring you out there like comfort zone and be like, it's okay to show who you are. So this experience, I just thank y'all for making it. This is my first podcast.
So, but here's the thing: it's not your last.
It's not, but it's my first, which means a lot. It means a
So
lot.
the thing about it is though, our relationship with Eric Kuz is and with a lot of our guests is you come once, don't mean you stop coming. Like we're here to support you. You know, we want to see we want to see you win just as much as you want to see you win. You know, one thing I learned by reading books like The Secret and stuff like that is, in order for you to be great, you have to make other people great.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't get that though.
Because they trained us not to think like that.
They did.
And that's the paradigm under this brand. It's Savage Hippie, but on my little slogan is a paradigm shift. And before I leave, I just want to give a little story to that real quick.
Go ahead.
So when I came up with that, I did not know what that word meant, right? Literally, it was like a wake up, like what is paradigm? What is that, right? So it led me on a study of what paradigm meant. Even now to this day, like I've had my business running for years, but the paradigm word branches out a lot, you know, because paradigm, it's many paradigms.
Right.
So when you start learning what that word is, you start learning it's many branches of it. So breaking that mindset, breaking that old way of thinking, you know, is part of that. So, you know, from savage to hippie is a whole paradigm shift. And we as humans, we going through that right now. All of us is going through, not all of us, but like a majority of us. You know what I'm saying? We tapping in.
Right, all of us.
We tapping into that shift. It's a shift going on worldwide, you know, where even the bottom is at the top now, you know, and the top is going to the bottom. The blinds is getting ripped open. People that we praise and worship and looked at as a leader, not the leaders for real. And the ones that was at the bottom really got their heart. It's about the heart energy. It start right here, you know. But it's the balance. It's the balance. The savage hippie is about balancing the energies, recognizing that you are savage and owning it, and keeping that energy. Because you should always be a fighter. that warrior in you should never not. You should never kill. They make us try to kill that warrior. You know, like that's a bad thing. You don't kill that. You tame it. You tame that beast, right? So that's the tail of is that lion. You tame it, and you hone in on that energy because it's there and it lives. Because we live in a world of opposites. You can't have good without the bad.
Correct.
So let's not act like we ain't got bad in us. You know what I'm saying? But it's about channeling that bad energy to work for the good of you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to have to tap in sometimes. Sometimes people, you got to play it, you got to tap in. So, did I explain it good enough?
You did.
So, okay, I'm done. I'm done.
Look,
I hope I said it good enough.
Yeah, I just was gonna just to chime in on what 151 said, but you, like you said, taking the next step and figuring out, your path. You did the right thing with partnering up with Eric Kusa
Yeah.
and Decide in LA because they definitely put out a good product. They're definitely about, their word, and they're definitely dedicated to their craft. So they're going to help you on this journey, and that's how you become great, by surrounding yourself around great
That's
people.
it. I pray for it.
And like I said, we haven't done as much business as I was like, but every time that I've done business with them, it's been quality work. It's been no hassle, no problems. And, I'm working on getting some more stuff going this way and see if we can do some more business down the line. So it's always good to network, politic, and keep good people in your circle. As long as you do that, it'll all come natural. As long as you got the passion and the love, it's going to come when you put the hard work in.
I mean, definitely when you surround yourself with the right people. I didn't have an At the Bar shirt until I met Assad, and it was just he just did it. We didn't have a conversation. We were talking. He was making a shirt while we was talking. He was like, "Oh yeah, here you go." Huh?
Yeah, that's who carried me on. He dragged me like,
Funny.
come on, this is good.
Like we were talking about something. We were talking about something that had nothing to do with a shirt, though.
Think about it, how we all came together.
Yeah.
I met him through, I forgot his name.
LB or something.
LB on some music tip, and he's mentioned that he had an apparel guy that wasn't too far. We interviewed him, and I don't really have any interaction with LB anymore, but through the connection through him, I'm working with Assad periodically doing stuff with him, and he's linked up with 151, and they built a partnership off of it, just off of a innocent meeting of me doing security at the strip club.
Wow. What's your
That's why I met him at.
He's at my house.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I used to be.
He used to be.
I'm
They
retired.
kicked him out.
You know what? He said, but hold on.
We
He
departed
said,
on
I'm
mutually.
retired. You said they
We
kicked him
departed
out.
on mutual agreement of separation of service.
He kept frisking the strippers, and they had no clothes.
No, they kept frisking me. That's the
Oh,
problem.
man.
All right, so let me
They kept work done.
All right.
They kept on wanting to pack them.
Stop it.
And I couldn't say no.
I bet you couldn't.
Stop it. You gotta listen.
I know. Let's play a video so I can so we can switch everything out. Who do I want to play?
I mean, Wally B. We listening to that Wally B is out here.
I don't think I had that one on this computer.
Oh, man.
I still got to transition, man. Things have
I
changed.
know, but no, I said that because Wally B was watching.
I did want to do that, but I still gotta find the I was looking for, but I gotta get him to send me the link again.
Wally B, we know got nothing
right,
to
I
love
was
for
gonna
him.
say.
But Wally B is going to also be performing in Texas.
That's gonna be having me in this joint.
Yeah, I know. We do that.
Hey, that's gonna be right.
Yeah, Wally B. Davis.
Gotta throw the neck back.
What?
Gotta throw the neck back. Yeah, gotta throw the neck back. That's my new motto.
You know what?
I just made that up.
This is.
Gotta throw the neck back.
Throw something at him.
Renegade all on me. I shot this video. Live performance.
Woo! It's over?
Gotta
My
throw the
part,
neck
my
Your
segment.
part.
Thank y'all. Y'all made it easy.
That's our job.
I gotta use the restroom now. I'm gonna just sit this right here.
Good job.
On my phone on live, y'all.
Got her running.
I'm gonna try it too.
Now this one is
quality right here.
I want to bring this time.
That's our new quality. When I say hold your head, you ain't gonna let up. What you do, you ain't letting up.
As long as you say you like yours big, then I am. Yeah, you said exhale. Please, take me right over there.
Good job. First time, second time was smooth.
I like that little nervousness, but I think it makes me a little
We did last night. Said get uncomfortable. This is gonna be your year.
That's it.
They can hear it?
No.
No. For real. It's so true. That's true. I mean, I ain't mad at the artist, but it's like raw.
What I told you the other time. Go for it. Got you.
This my little.
Should have listened to the show. March 18th.
Yeah, I would. Okay. Oh my God, it's going on.
You walk the dogs and what's that? They all get together to have a game fight.
Oh, man.
This is all y'all. Thank you. Thank you for making that deal for me. Thank you. That was cool, but I was nervous. My little first little fashion style, a nervous wreck. But it came together. It came together, y'all.
You did a great job. First time.
My family, you know my family. They my supporters. They like, yeah.
Shout out March 18th, fashion show.
Yes,
Five Sisters Lounge.
There you go.
Huh? Five Sisters Lounge, fashion show. Y'all come on out. She gonna be there. We're doing a fashion show with Sydney Starr. Gonna be there, yeah.
Saturdays in the evening.
It's on. It started. I think the red carpet is at 4. Yeah. Then they got live performance. Do a lot of people out of town. Sydney Star's performing last. All the like 4 of us fashion designers, including Sunny. She's going to be there. So it's gonna be nice. I'm gonna cut up that day, so I don't want people to really think like, wow, why you cut up like that? But I'm gonna cut up. So I'm coming up with something that's gonna change the whole fashion world. It's gonna be live, so tap in. You're gonna be live. Tap into another phone. You'll see it live. It's gonna be Tubi TV and radio. Yeah, Roku, Tubi TV and Apple, all 3 jumps. Yeah. So we okay on IG. All right. Yeah, we went hard this time. So the stuff we came out with on that.
After the show, I'm bringing the camera.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Bet. Yeah. I actually bought you the coat because I knew you were gonna get out of town.
Oh shit!
So
Yeah.
the coat's gone right there. I just want to display it so people see it. Right. Yeah.
Let's look out. You came from Baltimore.
Yeah, I remember how. Quite most people. You didn't have that accent.
Oh, we gotta get him back though. He just
We live, baby, behind the scenes, baby. It's how we
he just did a book on Amazon too. Yeah, I'm gonna get him back though. Okay. He took off there. Cause I know he can. I'll take it. Oh, he was watching the show. That's what I'm like.
That's why I just watch.
Look at every angle I keep catching myself at.
Well, I got something for you later.
I can't even help it. Now I know. Now I'm like.
Couldn't catch your attention. She was covering your logo.
Roaches?
I can't say nothing because you live. So I really like just looking at you like covering. You do the interview, you always want to be like this on the interview. Or your hands down. Do your hands. But you don't want to close your logo. If you explain something like
I
this.
need to check my phone.
I got something for you later.
7%.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Chill.
Fortunately, so I
Announced the immediate ban on the playing of music that, among other things, promotes or glorifies lottery scamming, the use of the illicit drug money, and illegal guns.
Yeah. But you know when it comes to wine and stuff, that's different. It's not like the alcohol volume and stuff. I'm definitely listening.
Thank you so much for my shirt.
It's real chill. I hope you like it.
Whatever that's why I can say, I'll be wherever my left foot perform and get out of town. You definitely take pictures of me. I specifically wear stuff for the event so that people know, like, when I tag. This is my personal.
If I know that, like, that's like, I can create you something that I really, you know what I'm saying? So, if you move like that, I can move like that too.
Success is not about your individual success. Like I said, success is connected. If you can't make other people successful, then you're not going to be successful. You know, there was a conversation that DJ Khaled had. He said DJ Khaled called the video of Puffy and the video of Fat Jones was like, yo, he said, don't call me for stupid stuff. Call me about something that you can increase the value. And we can both make moves. He said, is there a community that moved that way? You know, he was like, you know, in the Jewish community, if they see something, one person may not be able to afford it, but his man may be able to afford it. So if he sees a house that's a good deal, he's going to tell his man, hey, look, I can't get this, but this is such and such, you should be able to invest it. And in turn, they'll bless each other. That's how like I when you do business with good people, you put people together. Yes. Our grandfather was on Facebook. That's mom's father. Mom's father. I was like my father.
Then we go on GQ. They put it on GQ magazine. For being professional for those shoes. And then pushes the design everything on now. Yeah, those shoes going to GQ. One thing I do is see the 10 pair.
Really?
I did that because I know
234.
I did that because I know Lady Internet likes me
And they
doing
close the
international
GQ
flavor and stuff
Yes,
like
I
that.
do.
So I was like,
We
yeah,
can do that.
I saw that.
I
My
like
man,
the good
um,
Afrobeat, that's like reggae, all of that. So yeah.
so my man, what's his name? Jason Ham, he used to be on live radio with us. He was very instrumental. He's a white guy that like, but he loved hip hop and he loved reggae. So he has a house in Jamaica, and he started working with reggae artists. And I thought that was dope.
I
So
wanted to do that. He's my hero, but the crime in
that's what he
certain
told me. He said the crime is ridiculous.
So
He's like, the crime is like Baltimore.
if I had a house in Jamaica and I'm here in the States, and you know what I mean? I'm,
You don't do that.
that's why I'm like, that's not the island I would want. But
But-
y'all know where I'm gonna get my house, so it don't matter.
Yeah, you gotta stop bragging. So I want to make some adjustments so people can see.
But, yeah, you know, I was speaking about Northern Virginia and the difference
My mother
between
told me
Northern
stop chewing
Virginia
on
and
that gum.
PG County.
Okay, what's
23 minutes ago.
God, it's like a whole different
23
world,
minutes
man.
ago.
Because she was going.
Like, you know, they actually,
Keep doing it.
you know, how you want to cross the street and you walk in,
That's
you know,
bad.
cars actually
I
stop.
seen it. I did it
Let you
before.
cross
It's my
the
second
street.
time doing it.
Okay, certain parts
Well,
of
again, you
Prince
should
George's
interview
County,
and stop chewing
Where?
like that.
Easier, yeah.
where I
That's
live,
my second time. She said stop
I
chewing
wouldn't
that
trust
gum
you
like that.
yes, they
crossing the
do.
street.
That's why I said I keep seeing all these crazy
and
pictures
I
off.
gotta talk about the non-drivers
That's what I was
in
like,
this area. It's
Well, this whole area. Though.
yeah, that's what I say. Area.
So I'm just moving this back so I can try to get both of y'all in the shot.
Are some of the worst.
Since we live, I want everybody to see the product.
But ironically, the more time I spend in Virginia, the more I find that the worst drivers in this area are the Maryland drivers that's in Northern Virginia.
You are such
It's-
a hater.
I'm just speaking something real.
I'm
someone-
gonna tell you, I disagree, but I respectfully
drive is not
disagree.
worse.
So go ahead.
I'm on the road every day.
They just get their license. They don't even know how to parallel or
I
transition
think
from
DoorDash
a
has made you an angel
left to
driver.
a right lane. They
It
just
makes me
it's
have
nice.
road rage because I'm back on the road to know these non-driving people just because they have fancy cars they can drive fast. They think that they can drive well because they have a car they can drive fast. No,
Virginia drivers.
that is incorrect. You still suck as a driver.
How the hell you get a license?
Exactly.
Alright, so-
See, I be asking the same thing. Like, how do some of y'all get licenses? I was actually in a situation that I'm not going to speak on air just because I don't want to get in trouble. But
Oh boy.
how are you going to make a U-turn from the right lane in front of someone and then get mad when they hit you because you are making an illegal U-turn from the right lane crossing over?
So the way your voice is raising up,
Right?
I think we're just gonna pass on this topic.
That's the same way I feel.
your energy done made the mic spike.
That's how I felt at that moment when I seen that happen. I said it happened to me.
So your rage made the mic spike.
I'm sorry.
I'm saying they gotta go online and get them. Okay.
Oh shoot!
Oh,
It
damn.
switched. Damn it! Damn you!
Son of a bitch. This is now sponsored by The Wall.
I said yes.
It always has your back,
He always has your back.
and it always will be there for you.
I gotta get another phone over.
If you support. There you go. All right. You ever send somebody a wrong text?
63, I may need you for a second.
Wait.
I'm not even gonna touch that comment. Have you ever sent somebody a wrong text? Because clearly you must have did something you weren't supposed to do.
I know he did.
You ever send somebody a wrong text? It's kind of awkward.
Can you turn it
So-
to the right a little
This
bit? Just a little
message
bit.
is sponsored by CP3. Please read the recipient prior to sending your message.
No,
Before you hit
turn it to the right.
send, double check.
No, to the right. My right.
You just
You're right in my nigga. I've been
Just,
drinking.
okay, now go a little bit to the left to get that right in.
That's
CP3.
different.
A little bit more. Okay, there you go. There you go. You almost had it, CP3, but then you go.
Man, nigga, I've been drinking.
Seems, yes.
I should have got Lady Antoinette to do this shit.
Yeah, you're
Because
right.
the gentleman
How's
that
that
you
one?
have requested is not together.
Yes, clearly he's not.
You know what?
Bless it, Big Rock.
I ain't touching it.
You did. How you gonna say that? And you?
I was touching it, but I didn't move it.
Alright, stop for touching for a second. Let go.
Yeah, I ain't
Whole
touching it.
thing.
Let go.
We just experiencing some technical difficulties.
Some drunk
It's
difficulties.
called live shit. It happens.
For some reason, 151 wanted to ask CP3 to
Yeah,
help.
how many people it take to adjust the camera? We don't know.
7.
When Uncle
Okay, here we
Nearest
go.
is involved, we have no idea.
You said Uncle Nearest. You ain't
Oh,
even
so
drink
no,
Uncle
Evan
Nearest.
Wilson,
today.
We didn't have Uncle
Yeah, I was
Nearest.
talking about him earlier. That was Evan Wilson. My bad.
All messed up. Oh,
I don't know none of these motherfuckers.
I ain't got no water,
I'm just
bro.
trying.
you don't have no water?
I ain't got no water. All I got is
I
tap.
got water in the truck, baby. I'm good.
You ain't gonna drink it? What's doing, man?
I'm gonna drink
So
on
I got
Like, real talk. One day we had a dude, and he ain't drink. And we was like, you want something to drink? And he was like, yo, you got some water? Man, we had to die laughing. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Water? We got some tap.
Yeah.
You can go tap that tap real quick. Might be a well out back. But
Oh.
yeah. I ain't got none of that stuff.
Oh,
That should be
I always have water, but I had already cracked open my bottle
Yeah,
of
she
drink.
got like backwash.
Really? That's how you feel? Tell me how you
Well, you know, I don't drink responsibly anyway.
Tell me what you
Anyway,
really think about me, CP3.
so we got Assad in LA here, Eric Huza. They got a really big show about to happen. Real talk. Once again, I want to thank Assad for the gig that he set me up with. You know, it's always nice when people recommend you for stuff and put a good word in. That's the one thing I say when you deal with people. And I was telling Sonny, when you got the right team around you, your team want to see you win no matter what, and they'll put you in the position to win. And you know, it was a good event, and they're looking to hire me again for something later on in the year. And I was like, that's cool, because that's what happens when you deal with people that want to see you win. And when you're around people that want to put you in the right place, it is what it is. It speaks for itself.
Right.
So, you know, thank you, Sal.
Always, man. God bless you, bro.
And also, there have been times when I've called Assad and been like, hey, I need this outfit for Renegade. We about to do a photo shoot. No problem, bro. You know, he'll knock it out real quick. It was just funny the other day. I saw Renegade. He was walking around and he had on the pants for the Renegade sweatsuit. And when you have people on your team that want to see you, that don't mind helping out and that don't mind to see you do great, so it's a good thing. But I'm gonna say this. And I'm going to hurt some people's feelings when I say this.
Oh, boy.
I wish I had some liquor. I'm about to sip this beer, though.
You don't have no
I drank that shit.
Oh.
So, support. Support and free are totally different things.
True.
Wanting something for free is not supporting the business.
There you go.
Supporting the business is, and wanting something for a discounted price is not supporting a business. So I remember when Renegade was, we was performing, we were selling tickets, and Lil Nigga came to me and said, hey, well, I want to get a ticket. So I gave him a ticket one time, and I charged him half price. He was like, well, I want to get another ticket, but can you charge me half? I said, nah. I said, this is what it is. It's $20. He was like, "Hey, you can't charge me half." But I'm supporting your nephew. How, Sway?
Nobody give you half an ass, but
You know
No, I'm
what?
not gonna give you an ass whoop. I'm just gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you like this. I grew up on Transformers. Roll out.
This man said.
I'm just
Like
saying.
I don't like. But here's the thing. There's been times we had we did an Indie Fest. Salute to DMG. Salute to George. We did Indie Fest. Assad and them was there. Then later that night we had an all white party. Assad, I still got the shirt. It's a banging ass Eric Kusa shirt with like a line on it. It was a white shirt. The shirt was me. I saw it. I paid him. I bought the shirt and I bought a hat. And the hat was too tight because I had a lot of hair on my head. That shit was giving me a headache. But it looked good for that night. I paid him, cashed out him, and was like, hey, he told me the price. Cool. And it was done. That's support.
Right.
I didn't ask him for a discount. I didn't ask him for nothing. What's the price? He's like, cool, I got you. Boom.
Right.
Support should be something like, I remember with Chef Rock, and salute, and this is my cousin.
Right.
Me and him grew up together. You know, I remember when he was on Hell's Kitchen. I remember when he was working out, what's that joint called? What's the Union Station in D.C.
Okay.
So I remember when he was working at B. Smith's in Union Station. And before he went on Hell's Kitchen and everything. This is my cousin. I remember we had a show simply at the Elks Lodge in Alexandria. And I was like, yo, man, I got your ticket. He said, nah. I said, what?
I'm gonna pay.
He said, I'm gonna pay. I said, cuz, come on, man, I got you. He said, nah. He said, because I'm here to support you. You know, there are times I go into his restaurant, Queen's Mother, and sometimes he's not there. So I pay.
Right.
I went for my birthday and he was cooking. And he came out and he was like, yo, why didn't you let me know you was here? You was busy.
Right.
But I'm here.
So I was gonna interrupt and get free food? Nah, I'm good.
I was like, it's no problem supporting. I DoorDashed this shit one day. He sent me some extra food, but I DoorDashed and he was like, yo, cuz, what's up? But, you know, but I support. Like, I don't always, hey, yo, dog, can you see this? Like, it's not about that. And if I do that with my fam, then I'm going to do that with everybody.
Right.
And so when I see people, like, who think support is me giving you a free ticket, bro, I can give the bum on the street a free fucking ticket, to be real about it. That's not support. And people get that so confused and it bothers me.
let me go ahead and put it out there.
Oh,
The hookup is for broke niggas. Point blank. If you can't afford to go out, you don't need a free ticket, because then you can't afford a drink, you can't afford an outfit, you're going to borrow your man chain. You fake it.
Wait.
So if you can't afford the ticket,
Wait.
don't even go, bro. You're not going to bag no chick that you going to go home and bang up.
His voice done changed.
Because it
Who
just...
is borrowing chains now?
Niggas do that shit all the time.
Really?
Niggas borrow
I've
chains.
never heard of it.
Man, I just...
I'd rather-
doing security at the club, I done seen the most trifling, most fakest niggas in my life.
I don't borrow jewelry. I don't even borrow clothes, to be honest with you.
Niggas,
So I mean, maybe that speaks to who I surround myself
yeah,
with.
niggas will borrow your life if they can.
I mean,
That's broke through shit.
Exactly. So if you can't afford a ticket, you need to stay home.
But
if you need
I
to hook
agree
up,
there.
you
I
need to
agree.
stay home.
But that's the thing, though. So when you hit up Assad and them, don't think because you saw us on the show, we cool with you, that you get a free shit.
Yeah.
Or you need a discount. Or,
Yeah.
or that's not support.
Right.
Like, real talk, DJ Nasty Nice saw her stuff and said, yo, I want to purchase one of her hoodies. Salute to DJ Nasty Nice because he going to do it. But real talk, we cool with him. He also said we gave him his first interview. He had a promo package at one time for artists. We still does have artists. I paid the promo package for Renegade to have Renegade's music played and to put on his CD.
Right.
I did not ask him, hey, yo, dude, you know I gave you your first interview. Can you come down $5 off the price or $10? No, I send it. If I have it, I'm gonna send it.
Right.
Real talk. When I talked to Assad, I said, yo, I want that. Just tell me the price.
Mm-hmm.
Am I lying, Assad?
Oh, you straight 100.
When I say, I said, yo, boom. When I got my sweats, I was like, yo, just tell me the price. He told me what to send, and I sent it.
Mm-hmm. As you should.
This is what I just don't want people to think like if you asking for free shit and you assume that's support. So it just bothers me because these gentlemen work hard at their craft, and they good people.
Yeah.
Sunny good people.
You shouldn't ask for free stuff.
So supporting it is not saying, well, damn, I need everything for free.
At the end of the day, asking for free or discounted things is not going to pay them bills.
It's not.
So you're not supporting. That's at the end of the day. That's what it is. In order to successfully run a business, you're supposed to be making money so that you can continue to keep your business going.
So I'm off my soapbox now. So let's just welcome
You was
Eric.
trying to get me on there too. I'm not.
Y'all were all on it. Don't lie. Don't lie. Y'all was all on this. That was all Jordan because you feel that you feel what I'm saying, and
Right,
and you know these are people who we do business with. These are people who we have interviewed, and we don't like to see people who we deal with be taken advantage of.
Correct.
You know, and you know, oh well, you gave 151 a shirt. Oh, you gave 151 a hat. Shut the fuck up. You don't know
First
what.
of all, you don't know if 151 paid for it.
Stay out of my pocket before I curse
There
you out.
go. Tell me again.
Because if you want to know, I'll tell you.
Right.
You know. But stay out of my pocket before you get cussed out. And stay out of CB3 pocket
And then
before
sometimes,
before he do his thug
sometimes
stuff.
you can't speak. You can't speak to what other people, what relationship, what business relationship that a person has. So you can't speak on if 151 got something for free. That's 151. He may be doing something for free in exchange. You know.
The easiest way to say it is like my man Jay said. What he eat don't make you shit.
There you go.
So don't worry about it.
But
It
that's
ain't
what
got
I'm
nothing to do with
saying.
you. Keep it
Yeah,
moving.
mind your business. That's all it is.
Definitely. Well, we got Eric who's in the building. I just had to get that off my chest. And,
Yes,
you
you
know,
did.
it's always nice seeing the side. It's always nice seeing LA.
Same.
You know, LA, you gonna see that Ant-Man when it come out?
I'm still on the fence about that one.
Oh.
I'm still on the fence about that one. I'm not sure, but I am going to go see Captain America 4. I do want to see that.
Yeah.
Oh, indeed.
Samuel and Secret Wars with Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah. But that's coming
I
on
wanna see
the
that.
Plus. That's coming on Plus.
I thought that's not a movie.
They're doing two. They're doing a series, Secret Invasion, and then Secret Wars.
Yeah.
So it's two.
Okay.
So
Well, which one is the movie?
Secret Wars is the movie.
Right.
Secret Wars.
And Secret Invasion is the
show.
is the show. But
But
Secret
you know
Invasion, I
that-
know Samuel Jackson's going to be in that one.
But you know their shows are limited anyway.
Only 6 episodes.
it'll
Because
be-
Falcon and
yeah.
Winter Soldier was only like 6 episodes.
Yeah, I actually watched that.
I think the most, as far as their shows that they have, are like 10. Usually, but most of them are less than that.
Yeah, I think Hawkeye was 10. And I think
No, I like Hawkeye. That was a good show.
Yeah,
But I like
seen it
Falcon
no
and Winter
more.
Soldier the most.
Don't see Hawk-
They need to bring Luke Cage back. That's what I
Well,
wanna see.
They were trying.
they were trying to, but he's not. He doesn't want to do the role.
Well, get Terry Crews, who would have been a better Luke Cage.
Terry Crews sucks.
But I mean, as far as his look,
Yeah.
you know,
He
but
does
I
have
think he
more
would have been a good Luke Cage.
You said he does have more muscle.
I don't like Terry Crews as an actor. I think he's goofy as shit.
Well, that just because they always make him a clown. He's never
He-
serious.
yeah.
He's just a big black funny guy.
Exactly.
You know, but I think in a more serious role, I think he'd be a great Luke Cage.
It would be interesting to see him go outside of that box that they
Yeah.
put him in.
But see, that's the role he plays. That's what Hollywood.
They
You're the
box
big
him
black
in
funny
that.
guy.
Exactly.
Goofy, big,
You know.
goofy.
Yeah,
They typecasted him as the big
Absolutely
black
right.
funny guy. I mean,
Yeah.
and always get your money, but
But I mean, if this,
Well,
that's what
that
you
was after the fact.
want to be stereotyped as. I mean,
Well, once you typecast, you type. Once he came,
Right.
once you typecast, you type. Plus, he already came back from a
Will
different
Smith break
background.
barriers a little bit.
Yeah, but he came
Will
back
Smith
from. He came from a
fluctuate
football
between
background.
barriers.
yeah,
Right.
Will Smith
Well,
is an
he-
amazing actor.
To come from a football
But we don't give
background.
So
Terry
he was a
Crews the
niche
chance
actor
to
pretty
prove
much.
that
Well,
But he never takes those roles. He never takes the roles.
Even when he took a serious role, it's always a small part. Like people don't even remember he's in Training Day for like
Yeah.
30 seconds.
Who you talking about?
It's this other white guy. That's
He's also in the movie with Keanu Reeves with Street
Street
Kings.
Yeah. For
I mean,
like
even in
for like
Expendables.
35 seconds.
Terry Crews?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had a small part, but it's like even in Expendables, this hardcore action man movie,
Yeah.
you still the comic relief.
Right.
You can't even be serious when you're killing people.
Well, he's
Like, come on, man.
typecast himself because unfortunately his political views go against.
Well,
the
you
grain.
know,
No,
you don't
he
type
was like that before he started talking.
No, I'm just
Yeah.
saying that. I mean, he came out.
Yeah,
Remember,
stay
his
on
big break was
topic.
in next Friday.
Topic is
That was his big break in the
But
movie.
he didn't. We didn't know his political stance.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but that's why he got those roles. Is just a big black
Right.
guy that was
And
funny.
so what?
So
here's
then
the
once his
thing.
political views came out, he became shunning to the black community. So then his appeal became non-existent to the big
He
movies.
hasn't
because
really since
Nah.
he let us know his
Terry
political
Crews
views.
actually started on a fake gladiator type show. We can talk about that later.
But
Let's talk
but
about Eric
here's-
Crews.
Yeah, I was gonna say when you're typecasted,
He's a clown.
you're not the deciding person on that. You're typecasted because that's what they offer you.
Yeah, he's a clown.
That's
But-
all.
because that's a role they feel you're fit for
Correct.
the role, and that's only you're going to fit in. That's why they
Correct.
put you in a box. And
But
that's what they did.
let's talk about. I guess they got some new product out.
Yes.
Man, they got some good looking stuff. I mean, one thing about Eric Crews is when people see me wear it, they be like, "Oh man, that joint good."
Yeah.
I know.
And it's the fabric for me.
Yes, yeah. So that's the difference of when you actually get their product versus when you get some other people's product.
Right. Right.
You can feel the quality, and ever since I've known LA and the start, the quality has only gone up and not reverse.
That's good.
And they've had some celebrities wear their stuff. You know, I'm always proud to see people who I deal with grow.
Correct.
And they've been growing over the past couple of years. And, you know, we've been talking about all this, you know, we're going to have them back on. And even them now, they wanted to share the spotlight. And then they, which is, you know, speaks volumes of them as people. But also not only shared here, but also shared on the show that they're doing. And they've been doing fashion shows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So no further ado, LA Assad, Eric Crews in the building.
Good
Man.
We back.
Good to be back, man. Thanks for having us again.
Man, y'all like family, first of all. And when I'm with them, you know, because when they were doing the joint out Capitol Heights, like, I'm going to tell you, see, they be too modest with their shit. They be on some modest stuff. So when they did their shit out Capitol Heights, I went like 2 or 3 times. When they do their stuff, it shuts down the building. Literally. If you was, I start seeing other people put their clothing up, I was like, they about to be mad. The only time I remember me and CP3 went to we went to they was having a festival. The only thing that saved these people was it rained that day, and so they had to cancel.
Yeah. That's what saved them.
I looked at their stuff. I looked at Eric Crews' stuff.
That
I
was
looked at
saved
CP3. I was like, they about to be mad, bro. CP3 looked. CP3 was like, hold on, let me look.
Oh well.
CP3 looked and was like, I don't think they gonna do it.
Good thing it rained, right?
Yeah.
It rained us right out in the mud.
Oh.
But
It was,
I
but-
remember
field.
that.
On the
On the
field.
field, yeah.
It rained us right out. CP3 couldn't get the 10 up.
That's right. It rained bad that day too.
Bullshit ass shit.
Oh.
I got my money back though.
He big mad.
That's
like 3 years ago. He's still mad.
Because, man, as an ex-Boy Scout, I take my pride in being able to put a tent up, man. That tent has flaws in it, man.
That
That
joint
tent
was
is not good for any type of.
It was funny watching you try to put it up. though.
That's what was
Yeah,
difficult.
that's what I do.
That's
That's what I do,
That's
That's like me
what was
grilling, man.
difficult.
That's like me not being able to grill, man. That just don't
All
happen,
four of us
man.
tried to help with
I
that.
It was
went and got
9 of
my
us trying to put one
I went and
tent
got
up.
my money back, and I cussed that lady out and said, "Don't y'all ever sell this tent."
It was 9 of us trying to put it up. All of us trying to pull it down.
All of us, yep.
You petty as
I
hell.
was like, nah, this motherfucker going up. Even if we closing, this motherfucker going
We
up.
fought that, y'all. We fought that.
But
In the mud.
how did y'all? My first question. If you want to do the first question,
Oh no, go ahead.
my first question is: how did y'all establish your commitment to your quality?
I'll fire people quick. So,
That's right, Blunt.
like a lot of times, because I know how to do my own clothing, I got all the machines. I got embroidery machine, heat press machine, hair press machines.
His basement
I
is
got
like a
cutters.
camera store.
I got all types of stuff. So, because I know fabric, I know the count, I know whatever I touch, I know the quality behind it.
Right, right.
And if it don't, I'm a professional. He'll tell you that. We argue all the time. He'll say, "Man, no, I won't go with that." I'm like, "Man, ain't right." And it'd be perfect for him, but my eyes, I see different things
Right.
when it comes to quality and people wearing Eric clothing because it stands for something, strength behind integrity. And I stand behind my integrity. It's not for sale. You know, and I already defined mine, even though it has many different definitions. I know what mine means, and I stand on that. And when people wear Eric Kusi, it just mean everything to me. You know, it stands out. So to have a manufacturer to say, "Well, I can do a job," okay, send me a sample. And if you sample some garbage, I'm gonna let you know. You sample some garbage. I'm not gonna send any money to you. You're horrible.
Yeah.
You shouldn't even put manufacturer on. You should put seamstress.
But I
you're not that.
mean, one for one laughing, but I'm with you.
Oh, I'm serious about that. He'll tell you I'm serious.
Yeah.
We done had, my manufacturing now about 12.
I don't even know what I'm
I like how
I
you
like what
laughing.
he's saying now.
I am not playing with you. No, the manufacturer we have now, good brother, Climax. Oh, great brother. He listens. He's local, but his brother does the work for us in Pakistan.
He's out of Philly.
He's out of Philly. Great brother. Everything I draw on paper and I send it to him, he understands what I want.
Okay.
Why that pocket means this. Why you got to move this material this way. Why you should turn it this way. Why it should be this color. And I try to put all our colors around the shoes that we wear.
Okay.
You know, every color that a shoe come out, I design around the shoe.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So people say, well, I want to match my outfit to your outfit. Well, I got the color for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
So
good.
we try to do that a lot. You know, match the shoes, mainly New Balance because we're from DC.
Yeah.
You know, we rep DC or nothing. So that's how we are.
Understood.
So we stand on that. Yeah.
You said I five.
Oh, I find quick.
You know,
I can relate.
quality is important. I don't think people really understand that. I mean, anybody can you can go buy a T-shirt and put a name on it and say, "I got a clothing line." Well, okay, well, it doesn't exactly work that way.
Yeah.
For some, but I'd rather pay more for quality. You know, I'd rather have people say, "Man, I've never worn anything like this." You know, and that's the thing. When people tell you, man, y'all just like Hugo Boss. We've had people tell us, man, y'all should be in Pentagon City or something next to Hugo Boss. You know, just think about that for a second. You know, we're just, we're a local brand, soon to be international. But, when somebody tells you something like that, it means something. When people come up to you like, man, what is that? That means something.
Right.
I mean,
And quality is everything.
it is. I mean, one thing is that I love wearing Eric Kusa stuff, and then now I see that like some of the people, celebrities who y'all sent it to and worn and stuff. I'm like, well, then I was wearing it first.
Right.
I feel away. I'm like, oh yeah, they finally here. But I for like the internet said, the quality is always good for me, right? And it speaks volumes of that. Like, I've had some of my sweatsuits for 2-3 years now.
Exactly.
And
same way.
And it's good. Like I have
So
3
you
Eric
want
Kusa sweatsuits. And I I'm going out of town. You already know that's the first thing I'm grabbing. They're comfortable. They fit good. And I love the quality. What you got, Lady Internet?
So, yes, I did say it's the quality for me. In any area, that it should be the quality. And you're right. A lot of people don't realize it. They will get T-shirts that you wash it, your design is gone immediately. They'll have sweatsuits that had the little lint balls
Yeah, sweatsuit. That hold on. Your T-shirt you'll wash, and the logo will be gone on the second wash.
That's what I'm saying. The logo will be gone, and then your sweatsuit get the little lint
Beady
balls.
beads.
I know what y'all
Beady
talking
beads.
about. Yeah, because I think me and you had that conversation a long time
The
ago
lint balls.
about them lint balls on the sweatsuit. So I appreciate the fact that you guys care about the quality of the fabric, because that's a big deal. A big deal. Now, I have a question. What do you guys have coming up that's new for the ladies?
For the ladies,
Yes, because y'all always got the ladies. I'm gonna put it out there now. Y'all always make sure the ladies are covered,
First.
but I just want to know.
we specialize. Aracusa is really built around the female. A lot of the designs we come out first, all our designs is built around female. Then we get out guys, because we already know what we wear.
Yeah.
We two guys, heterosexual men, in the fashion world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's different. So we stand out. So we make sure that our women is out there first.
Right.
So we deal with a lot of colors when it comes to the women. We go up to what, 5X?
7.
Up to a 7X
Okay.
when it comes to women. 5X in men. If we have to go further, we will. But we have it, so that was a good thing. But when it comes to like quality, because we want that fabric to be able to conform to the person that's wearing it.
Yeah.
If it don't conform to the person that's wearing it, it feels uncomfortable and it's miserable.
Okay.
And that's why we make sure all our zippers are right. The texture is right. The quality is right. The stretch is right. If it's not, I don't want it. He'll tell you, you're fired. I'm not giving you nothing else.
He makes you.
He gonna let us know.
He makes you fire him, LA. He makes you fire him.
I don't have to say anything. He'll call me. We'll be excited about a man. He call me and be like, "Nah, he done." Like, what happened? Don't worry, I found another one. Like, hold up, time out, bro. You just called me like an hour ago.
He said he gonna let it be known he firing people.
And now he gone already?
Right.
You're fired. Because we stand behind our name.
Yeah.
The quality is our
As you
name.
should.
Aracusa.
As you
That's
should.
our name.
True.
I don't want you walking in the street and say, man, my zipper fell off. I had a young lady that bought a vest from us a long time when we first started. And she walked past me, and I'm looking at the back of her vest like, why is the logo coming off? So it was the quality of the fabric that we purchased from a manufacturer, and should have said he was a seamstress instead of a manufacturer.
Yeah.
There is a difference.
That's a big difference
between a seamstress
and a
manufacturer.
manufacturer. So when I saw it, I'm like, oh no. I said, sweetheart, take that off. She's like, I'm not taking my vest off. I said, today you are.
No.
Take the vest off, and I got a better one. And I went and brought her another vest. She said, are you charging me for it? I said, no. You give me that one, and I give you a new one. I gave her a new one because our quality level went to a different level because the manufacturer went to a different level. And when she put that one on, she never stopped wearing it. She's still been wearing it right now today.
That's what's
And I
up.
never charged her for it because I want our name to speak volumes.
Right. You can't have nobody out here looking raggedy in your stuff.
Not in our stuff.
Yeah.
Because we have a lot of people come to us like, man, Aracusa, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Who are these guys? So, people know who we are. We know, like you said, we got celebrities wearing our stuff. Shout out to Tina Graham, one of the major celebrities wearing our clothes.
Talent booker and producer.
Yeah, Miss Tina Graham.
Yes,
Oh
he
man.
put some respect on
She
that.
put.
Oh,
When I say she put like all the big names, Kevin Hart, Mike Epps, Martin Lawrence,
Yeah.
man, what's my man's name from Saturday Night Live?
Everybody.
Yeah, you know,
She's
she
talking
has
line,
pictures with
so-
all of these guys. She
She's
knows,
talking
you know,
line.
she put all of them on.
Yeah.
Tracy Morgan,
Okay.
she put all of them on.
Okay.
She wears our clothes like, and she love it.
Yeah.
And that's what we want when people grab the clothes. They want to say, "Oh, the fabric."
Yeah.
Like we got clothes in front of us now. Our hats is called soft shell caps. You don't have a soft shell cap out here, period. Our clothing is soft shell, water repellent,
That's what's up.
right? The sweatsuits we have for the women right here,
Hold
here.
on. You're not just gonna glance past that. Say that again.
What's
It's
that, bro?
soft shell
And water repellent.
and water
Yeah,
repellent.
you can literally pour water on it. It'll come right off.
That's
And
what's
this is a sweatsuit we have for women. So I want you to see how we change and put the color to our sweatsuits.
I didn't want to go in front of the
Want me to bring
thing
it to
right
you?
now. Yes, please.
Okay.
Oh, you have
I'll bring it to
a
you.
need an assistant today.
So I want you to feel the
She said,
texture,
well, she not
the
on.
texture and quality of the sweatsuit for
Come
women.
on, let me see. That's what's up.
Embroidery is nice.
You know what I always love though, the like how you just did the logo, like the
It's
color
nice and
stood out.
clean.
It's
That's-
for me. I'm just
that's what
looking
I
at it
look
on
for.
camera as she was
It's
just
embroidery
the
for me.
color, the Aracusa
And
name
then-
just stood out so
Yes.
much.
Open it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, open it up. Open it. Yeah.
And your
Put your hand in
hood,
that side.
your hood, I did.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was the first thing that she was talking about. Mm-hmm.
So the hood, you know how you have your standard hood like this.
Yeah.
Like
It
this.
covers the face.
Mhm.
It's standard, right? It's for men. We don't want stuff to wrap around us.
Right.
That's
But
what
because
we
it's
do.
cold now,
Mhm.
we took that hood and we twisted it around the woman's face.
Yeah.
So she didn't have to pull it up. It just
Yeah, I
it just
see it.
conformed to the face.
That's
so she can
fine.
stay warm.
Mhm.
So we think about a lot of different things we did about women. Now a lot of women may come to us and say, well, I don't want a hood, I want a zipper. I don't want to pull up, I want a zipper.
Right, but that's
And I'm cool with that because when we make our outfits like that, we do, sometimes we do a men unisex. Where the woman can wear actually the men outfit.
Yeah, they're gonna
So
wear
we
your
do
shit
that.
regardless.
We're gonna wear it regardless.
Why
It's cool. It's
they
cool. It's
leave
cool.
me like this?
Yeah, don't worry about that. Yeah. And this one right here.
It's soft, like you said. The fabric is soft.
This is right here.
And he's,
And this
and he's
is
thoughtful.
and it's soft shell. This is our water repellent soft shell.
Water repellent soft shell.
Once again,
I like this coat.
I love it.
if you're a clothing designer and you request an interview and we tell you to come to the show, we don't just want you to come to talk about it. We want you to come to display your product so people
Open it
can
up.
see.
There's a lot of
what
things
it
go to
is.
that coat.
You know. Oh, that's nice.
That is.
Look at the back.
Oh,
On the
that's
bottom.
nice. It's the embossed.
Oh, you got Aracusa on the booty. And it has zippers on the pockets.
Mm-hmm.
Lady Antoinette's getting her feel on.
I'm a fabric. I gotta touch it.
This is like CP3 in the strip club.
And it's crazy because when I'm somewhere, I'm looking at, because I can see if you got good fabric on, but a lot of times I want to touch it, but they're strangers, so I can't. You know.
You can't touch strangers.
No, I can't.
We're at the bar.
And you know, I'm usually in places. I'm
you
not.
cannot
doing
touch strangers' clothes.
with this clothing.
CP3. You cannot.
You want to touch it.
You cannot frisk.
You want to touch the jacket.
You cannot frisk
You
young
just gotta
lady.
do it with your hands too. That's
Yeah,
all.
touch
You know
this.
what? Just
Touch this jacket.
touch the clothes.
Touch right here.
So that's called embossing.
Yeah, I like this.
So it was pressed out of the fabric. It actually comes out of the fabric. You can't wash that out. You can't stretch it out. You can't burn it. It's nothing. It's in the fabric. Yeah.
Using big
like
words
that.
I can't pronounce.
So we one of the few clothing lines that actually started doing embossing on our clothing. You have
I've
seen it
seen
before
it.
with Hugo Boss, maybe Adidas.
Yeah, they
So
do.
one of the urban lines that we do couture because we do a twist of couture files.
Mm-hmm.
So luckily we got a manufacturer that actually can do embossing.
Yeah. Look, I messed that up. I'm
I'm
sorry.
telling you, it's all the bars, but they ain't want to hear you.
It's cool.
What you
Oh, so you know about that?
Nah, I'm just fucking around.
Yeah, he just want to talk. I mean, I've seen it before. I never knew it was called embossing. But you're right. I want to say Hugo is a brand that does.
Yeah, Hugo
it.
Boss
Yeah.
does. They did a T-shirt that actually was a waterproof
Yes.
T-shirt with the embossing on it. Yeah.
Yeah. I saw it because
And this
it
is our
was raised up.
hoodie.
Yeah.
If you put this hoodie on, you might fall out. You put something
And
under it.
Versace used to do this too.
Yeah, Versace.
you're right.
Yeah. So that you see the
Yeah. See
the
this.
texture.
This embossing.
I call it something else.
What you know what?
What size you wear?
For me, I'm like a 3X.
Until you go vegan and she slim your ass
you
down.
can wear
Hey, I would never go vegan. I'm sorry.
Okay, but you can wear this at the game.
Oh, you be warm, very, very warm.
It's really nice.
Yeah, we had people call us and say, "Man, what
That's
the
really,
world
really,
quality
really
material is
I
this?"
like
Because
it.
I'm burning up out here and it's freezing.
It's
But that's good
it's cool.
quality.
Good quality. That's what you want.
That's good
You want to
quality.
stand on your stuff.
Yeah.
Like one thing is that's one of the reasons I never had a problem repping the Eric
brand.
Cruiser brand because like the quality was always good.
I like this one.
You know,
Yeah.
That's what's
I done
important.
you know I go to Miami, ATL, you know anywhere I go, you know,
You
I
don't
always
know.
gonna have one of my Eric Cruiser outfits.
Exactly.
You
The
know,
arm is out.
Right.
And that's what it means so much to us, you know, to
I've
have
never worked with
manufacturers
it.
and people that wanted to do what's needed. You know what I mean? For far as the drawings, because I draw all this stuff. This is stuff that I draw.
That's
Yes.
good.
And change different things and talk to the manufacturer about.
Right.
You know what I mean? This is something that people don't say. Well, I made that first. You must have
And
stole
you
my
got- And
page.
you got the receipts.
We got all our receipts,
Well,
everything.
Assad is very creative. Like I said, when we were talking, I had no idea he was making a shirt. Well, we just having a regular conversation. He said, "Oh, yeah, here you go, at the bar shirt." We came out to get CP3 shirts for Sports on the Hill.
Oh yeah.
You just gave me the concept. You know, as you was talking, I was like, okay.
Oh, that's what you want? All right, got it.
And
Bet.
you still got the same concept right now today, so it worked out.
Definitely.
It worked out.
That's what's up. I like it.
So y'all did a fashion show in Baltimore.
Yeah, we did a fashion show in Baltimore.
October.
And then we actually had 2 stores in Baltimore that actually took our clothes in.
Okay.
Oh.
Shout out to DJ Duke, my man, good guy. You know what I mean? Support us like you all. Unfortunately, I couldn't say that for the whole Baltimore. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. It's Baltimore, so it is what it is. But we're gonna make our way back around to them.
That was shady of me, y'all.
I mean, we're gonna make our way back around to them because we had, like I said, we had 2 spots in the Baltimore Mall that had our clothes in it. You know what I mean?
Camera,
And people
right.
will walk past and say, "Well, there's a DC style." So
I mean,
She is.
you know, it is what it is.
Lady Ant's crazy.
Yeah.
I try to behave sometimes.
I got 2 of them.
But like I really see y'all as a company, like moving and I really see the growth. Like, you know, we went from when I first came to you know, I did the spot down Capitol Heights twice. Well, I know I went there twice. Yeah, you did it more than twice.
Right.
And then you were able to even branch out and do a show in Baltimore. You got celebrities wearing your stuff. Like, one, I'm gonna just be honest with you, I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
I'm proud of you guys. I am man enough to say, yo, those are my folks. Watching them grow. Anytime when you see people that are having success, you want to be proud of them, and it makes me happy to see my guys win. Like so I'm very happy about that.
Appreciate you, man.
Ain't a real question. This is me talking. This is me telling you that I'm proud of y'all. So, back to Lady Antoinette.
Well, I think I asked my question about the ladies. I mean, I have more, but I don't know if CP3 asked his.
He ain't cleared stuff yet?
No.
Not yet, nah.
He was just
Serious.
patiently waiting,
No,
and that's
because
really good. He was
That's the
patient.
serious, you know, that's when it's serious. We talking apparel, so, you know, it's serious. It's serious. I don't have to clear my throat, get to the journalistic voice. But, you know, there's levels to this shit here. I was, you know, me and 151, you know, we've been rocking with you for a while. We always, like I say, appreciate the quality and, you know, the material that you use. And I'm going to need another sweatsuit. I'll get you later on. But the growth that you guys have made since we first started. Since we first started,
the whole camera
yeah, my whole feed, and I went crazy. Like, what the fuck is an earthquake? But yeah, it's good. Like you said, it's good to see the growth that you guys made. I haven't been able to keep up as much as he has with the, you know, some of the celebrities that you've got to, you know, support you and put you out there. But where do you see this venture going with you guys? How far do you want to take it? Because like you say, you have a unique method and a madness, if you want to say, to, you know, the quality of the work that you put out, and you take pride in your name and pride in what you do. Where do you want to take this enterprise that you started from the bottom and, you know, building up, and where do you see this going for you guys?
Well, we was looking at mobile for this summer. We still considering it now to go mobile as far as brick and mortar. Just go straight more mobile, so we can reach out to more of the mass. When people call out, well, where's Eric Houston? We here, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then if it's an opportunity to present itself, maybe somebody will come along and actually extend their hand like we do.
Right.
And be willing to say, well, man, let me take on that venture with y'all. then we can go straight brick and mortar. You know, we'll go brick and mortar because I would love to have brick and mortar because I got a lot of people that love Aracusa.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you don't have to be a starter or love Aracusa. You know what I mean? A regular person. You know what I mean? So if we can get brick and mortar or somebody to come in and connect with us on a different level, it'd be great. You know what I mean? But you guys, you know, we done been around the block when people have told us, look, man, I got 100,000 for you guys right now. And when it comes time to produce it, we still sitting right here waiting, you know what I mean, for the opportunity. But
don't forget the million.
The million, we had guys that said they were millionaires that came at us. I'm a millionaire. I'm willing to invest in Aracusa. I don't want you to invest in Aracusa. I don't want an investor.
Right.
And it may sound strange to you that I don't want an investor.
But
I want a
usually-
partner.
Right. Usually investment,
Right.
you're giving up.
Everything.
Yeah.
So I want a partner. I want an individual to come and say, well, you know what? I want to connect with you guys. Take what I have and let's build it together.
You want a partnership.
A partnership. Because I know you're not going to allow your money to fail if you're a partner of mine. There's no failure. But if you're an investor, you're going to sit behind the scenes and wait for us to do
There you
everything.
go. Right.
I don't
You're
want
right.
that. I want a partnership with somebody that helps us build Aracusa. You know what I mean? And that's where it's at. Because right now, you know, me and my business partner, we come out our pockets with everything we do. You know, this is from our paychecks that we work for. You know, we feed our families, of course, pay our bills, but at the end of the day, we still got a business to run.
Right.
And this is part of our business. You know what I mean? So that's what we look for in the future.
But I always like how y'all rep y'all brand.
And to go international.
Right.
Yeah.
Next level.
Like I remember
not just here to take the Aracusa brand international.
Right.
Just like, you know, any other high end brand. Because I look at this at the same level as other high end brands.
Right. You're putting the same quality and care in it.
The exact same quality. You know, and it's
Maybe
just
more
about
because you're putting more care in than some.
Right.
you know, yeah, way more. And we've been in the game for a long time. I mean, we've done New York Fashion Week. You know, we've done Atlanta Fashion Week. You know, we work with models from all over the world. I mean, models who could barely speak English. So we have the experience. That's not even it. It's just having that platform to go next level because we know we can. This is only the beginning.
Right.
This is just the beginning.
The stuff I'm designing, people haven't even seen yet.
Yeah, we're talking next level. We're talking the future. We're talking 2033.
That's why I tell everybody come out to March 18th show.
Yeah.
Because what I did with March 18th show is just like.
Yes, March the 18th. March the 18th.
I'm going to act.
Five Sisters Lounge, Laurel, Maryland.
I'm going to cut up March 18th. I'm not playing. Because it's an opportunity that we can really display who Aracusa is.
Well, I mean,
And
you
get a
had
chance to see
some, and I remember before people started doing the Queen talk, what's up, Queen? Well, he had designs that were
Already
like
said.
like that, you know, hey Black Queen and stuff like that, and he had that years ago, literally.
And honestly, every time I see Assad, he greets me the same way.
Hello, Queen.
That's how he greets me every time.
But-
So I believe it.
But I also like that if you go to Assad's house, I've been to Assad's house, that's how I know. You're gonna see the work he puts in, but then you're gonna see the belief because his family was wearing Aracusa.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it wasn't like my dad's creating Aracusa and I'm walking around wearing Hugo Boss. Like
For what?
they had their stuff and they had some people get it twisted too because I really need to because I be cheating just getting the t-shirts, but they do got the polo style Aracusa shirts too that'll fly too. That I really could start wearing at work and be on a business level and because people they get it twisted when they see the sweatsuits and they think it's just the sweatsuits. I've seen the other side of Aracusa. I've seen the growth of Aracusa where they had that side as well, and it was dope.
Right.
You know, they got the polo styles. You know, and they were fly. They were hot because I remember me and CP3 looked at them. I was like, oh shit. Like I've seen the stuff that people haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
Unless you was at the fashion show, but I've seen the stuff that he's been sitting on for a while, and shit was hot. And he was thinking outside the box.
It's only the beginning.
Speaks volumes.
It's only the tip of the iceberg. This is only the tip of the iceberg. I got so much in me just just ready to be unleashed. If we just had that opportunity.
And it's coming.
And I feel the manifestation of it is coming because I'm manifesting. I'm thinking out loud. I'm talking out loud, and I'm gravitating towards it. And you only get what you put in, and I'm putting in a lot. You know, my heart is always in Aracusa. You know, man, I dream it, I drink it, I just do everything Aracusa because I know what it stands for. I know what it's behind, and I know how far we can go.
I mean,
You know,
like I said, I've literally watched them on the Capitol Heights and shut down. Matter of fact, so like I said, I know they be acting all humble and shit, so I can tell the real story.
Okay, tell us the real deal.
So the first time the first time I went, they had them in a little small section. Over to the side was this big ass stage joint. They had somebody else and it was garbage. I said, I don't care. The next time I went, guess where Aracusa was?
Oh, were they in a larger area?
The area that
Oops, somebody got bumped.
So the funny thing is, it is no lie. When I came out with Aracusa that day, there was a dude that had a camera. So I started taking pictures of Aracusa. He's taking pictures of the whole venue, but I'm taking pictures of Aracusa.
Right.
This band followed me for the whole party, and then am I lying? And then and then he started trying to take pictures of Aracusa stuff. Mind you, they got there before I did, because I had to come from here to Capitol Heights.
Right.
So I got in the Uber, boom, boom, boom. So I'm talking to LA. I'm talking to Assad. LA's niece came. She modeled. We started taking. This dude followed me for the rest of the show. No lie.
Yeah, I remember that.
Whole thing.
You remember that, LA?
It was so funny.
I think we had a conversation about that.
Man, we was laughing like shit at this.
It was so funny. He was trying to take that spotlight so bad. But the funny thing to me was at that show, when people started bagging these tables up.
Oh, they knew.
Oh, and they have a
Everybody
lot
came to the door. No, people came to the door, said, "Where's Aracusa closing?" The lady would actually literally turn around and say, "They right there." Real sad, like, "They right there. We're not selling nothing." I'm like, "Well, that's not my fault that you're not selling nothing."
But then people would leave and hit the bad
leave.
thing. So when people, they wanted to just buy like a shirt, they was buying outfits.
Bags. You had bags.
So the other vendors, they got the mad face. I'm laughing. I'm like, well, shit.
Well, you know, one thing I will say about this area is we're particular. And once you like a brand, some people, that's all they wear.
Yeah.
So it speaks volumes to you guys for when you did start, because we were already like that. So when you started, you had to catch an eye from someone. That speaks volumes for you two, because that means that you're putting something out there that's bringing them away from, you know, the brand that they're already shopping with. Now that you have these people's eye, somebody has to come along and do the same thing. If they're not producing, that's not your fault.
Not our fault. Not our fault. And we're just gonna keep on producing and going on to a higher level.
There you go.
That's all.
Well, actually, it's something you said earlier was pretty interesting. You know, the whole crabs in a barrel thing. You know, that is the DC mentality, because there are a lot of. You have to know what area you're in and what you're dealing with. DC has a lot of brands.
Yeah.
The problem is DC is very territorial.
Gotcha.
You know, if you live in a certain area, you only wear a certain brand.
Right.
And see, that's the problem. And then we look at other cities where other people blow up. Well, that's because everybody supports them. It doesn't matter what area they live in.
Like Atlanta.
Like Atlanta. You can blow up in Atlanta because everybody in Atlanta wears it.
And
not just north side, south side,
Right.
east side.
That's true.
But here, if you live in southeast, you only wear shooters. If you live in northwest, you only wear Madness.
Right.
You live in northeast, you only wear Hobo.
Yeah.
And if you go outside of that, people shun you for it.
Right.
It's like, wait a minute, man, it's DC.
All these things.
But that's the DC mentality. So how do you get ahead in an area where everybody and their mama has a brand?
Yeah.
You have to set yourself apart from everybody else.
Right.
And be universal.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta come out the door running.
You
You
I
have
was
to.
like that when I was young.
I mean, we all were. I used to wear shooters. That's all I wore. And I would see a hobo sweats and be like, damn, that's hot.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm
but
loyal.
You're not supposed to.
I'm not supposed to.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, but see that's the mentality.
Yeah.
Right.
But you got to come out the door running. You know,
You
with
have to-
fashion.
You gotta set it apart.
You know, people a lot of time when we first started, a lot of people come out the door tiptoeing, or I'm gonna just try to see if this gonna sell. But for us, I'm like, nah, we coming out the door running.
Right.
We going hard.
Right.
You know, either you gonna buy it, you gonna wear it, or you're not. I don't care. At this point, I don't care. And you have to have that mentality dealing with clothes. Period. You don't like it? Okay, cool. I had a guy approach me and said, well, I don't like it because it got USA on the back of it. I said, well, excuse me, it's a customer behind you.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care that
I
you
mean,
don't
but
like it
that's
because it
where
got
you're
USA.
located.
And it doesn't mean Iraq, USA. It means Aracusa.
If your
can't
ass could
pronounce it.
spell,
You'd have seen
you would
it
see it
says
says Aracusa, not
It's nothing to do
USA.
with
But
USA.
even still, even if
know
it
what I mean?
did say USA,
Still.
that's where you're located.
That's where you at.
But
Somebody
still,
be
So,
mad.
okay, I said, excuse me. Somebody behind you trying to buy
Yeah,
something.
step aside.
Step aside.
Yeah,
But
because you
the-
just want to complain.
Because we're not going to do that. We ain't gonna go
but
back
the
and
crazy
forth.
thing is, he didn't look at the whole story of why they named the company there.
Exactly.
But no, he
He just saw one thing and
no,
just,
he was
he was looking
a
for
little
something to
touch.
hate.
He was a little touched. That's all.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. And I looked at him like I said, well, excuse me, somebody behind you trying to buy something.
Yeah.
We're not going to do it. He came back,
We'll
though.
go back and forth.
He
with
came right back around. Well, I was going to buy it. I said, but you didn't. And you're wasting my time. We're not going to go back and forth. I said, because I'm a different animal.
Yeah.
I said, I'm a designer now, but I got famous too. So which one you want to see?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, I'm going to go over here and say, enjoy your day. So just keep on selling.
Right.
Because I don't want you to see my famous.
She came back so he can argue. Some people just.
We're
that's
not
what
gonna
they
He
want.
wanted to take you out your zone.
Yeah, we're not going to do that. I'm from South East for real.
Yeah, some people
I'm
want
born and raised in South
For
East.
real.
For real. I'm South Side for real.
For real.
Yeah,
Not for
so,
play.
but this is a great thing for us. We're just trying to move up the ladder, man. Day by day, step by step.
Right.
You know what I mean? Until we reach the top.
So could you tell the people one more time about the show that's going down, the fashion show that you're doing?
So we're doing a show March 18th at Five Sisters Lounge in Lower Bowie, Maryland. It's a lot of great people going to be there. Sydney Stars won, according to the card, you know what I mean, the brochure and everything. We have Sunny, of course, that you interviewed earlier. She's there, and quite a few other designers, hot designers coming out. But we just want to be out there to do our thing. Red Carpet Affair, a lot of music, a lot of good people. Yeah, we're going to do our thing.
And
That's what's up.
so I'm put this out there. After I get back from Texas or whatever, me and Asar was talking. We're gonna get some models together, and we're gonna do a photo shoot and stuff. And then definitely when I'm playing, like if I'm not playing a video but I'm playing music or whatever, I'll be able to
Show some.
boom, throw that picture up while the music's playing and while we're doing whatever we're doing in the background.
Like a commercial.
Yeah, like a commercial and stuff like that. So we definitely want to, set stuff like that up.
Absolutely.
We definitely talked about it, prior to this conversation. So, but I should go, eventually I do want to shoot an Eric Cruiser commercial and stuff. I know CP3 wants to look at all the women.
I'm a changed man.
I was about to say,
One
don't
woman
you
I'm
say
looking at,
that.
my brother, I'm
Don't you
sorry.
say that.
Those days are over for me.
There you go.
You sound so sincere too.
Yeah, brother. When you find that right one, bro,
Oh,
it ain't no turning back. No.
Congratulations.
he grew up.
Yeah, bro. I done done a lot of fornicating in my life. Pussy ain't everything. It's
And you just had to go to the extreme.
I'm just saying.
He always does.
It's not. Some folks get their game twisted, but it's not.
You could have just said any other word except for that word.
I'm
but
glad
okay.
they changed you.
Vagina
They
is
be skating away from the fact that it changed you.
Yeah, it does. It does. It makes you look at things
That
different.
woman keep you.
Yeah, when you had the right woman
He
supporting you, I look, like look at but she's not gonna give me the support that I need.
There you go.
So, I look, yeah, she look nice. I got a fat ass, okay, but my girl got a fat ass too.
There you go. There you
It's
go.
all gravy, Fellas got to, step your game up.
Absolutely.
I got a good woman that's, excel further than me. I'm not gonna be insecure and be a bitch ass nigga and be mad because she's successful. I'm gonna take keys from her and
That's
throw
right.
my shit. You gotta break it down for these ignorant folks.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I can't use the big words all the time. I gotta break it down to the niggerish terms sometimes.
Let me answer that. Look when you thought he changed, he was
You
right
gotta
there.
break it down to niggerish terms sometimes. 'Cause folks, a lot of folks are tuning in. Because I have it on the high level and they sitting there like, they like a dog with their hair turned aside, they don't understand. And then when I throw the niggerish words out, they're like, oh, that's what he means.
Right.
So I gotta make it applicable
So
to
you
everybody.
speaking to your people.
Yeah, I'm trying to educate them. I used to be one. I'm not ashamed to say it.
Oh my God.
I'm not ashamed to say it at all.
Speaking to his people.
Yeah, I'm trying to let them know. You have failure in your ways. Hey.
That's right.
So after you do the show on the 18th, what's next for y'all?
Whatever comes knocking on the door, we all for it. We don't turn away no opportunities. We just take advantage of every opportunity there is. Whether it's on a lower level or high frequency, we just take advantage of it. And a lot of shows we have done wasn't even worth doing, but we've done it because we wanted to get Eric Cooper known.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it didn't matter. You know, some of the venues had 6 people in it. We done it because we want to get Eric Cooper known.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And
Some
those
of them
6
just
people can talk.
they can talk, and a lot of the ones we did, we look around. The setting was bad, the lighting was bad, everything was bad.
Yeah.
It was a chitlin circuit, what you call back in the day.
Yeah.
But we did it anyway.
I mean, one thing
A whole lot of chitlin circuit shows.
Yeah, we did it
Whole
anyway
bunch of
to
them.
make the best of it. You know,
That's
A
what
whole
you
bunch
do
of
when you
those.
coming up.
But
You
one
have
thing
to.
I admired them though was like when you chasing success, the stuff that's gonna work, the stuff ain't gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
Like they partnered with my people, George. It didn't work out for them,
Mm-hmm.
but they still put the effort out there. There's a lot of people that they expect success to happen overnight, but they don't want to put the work in. In order to get to where they at now, you got to put the work in from the beginning. You know, they might not be the biggest steps, but you got to keep walking, keep growing, keep growing, and keep growing, and keep growing. A lot of people think success happens overnight. They're like, oh, well, you know, one person's going to buy this and everybody in the city's going to love it.
not gonna happen.
You know, and it's not going to happen like that.
Right.
And it made for some,
Right.
but not for Eric Cooper. And I'm cool with that because grass rooting to me is the best way to go. If I'm grass rooting it, then I see how I grew my grass. I nourished it. I put the water on it. I did everything it took to get to the next level. And when I get to that level, I understand the level I'm on because I did the grass root first. I didn't start off being a millionaire with Eric Cooper. I started off grass rooting Eric Cooper.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Putting long nights in it. There's been days I done so much clothes for shows, you know, just sitting there for hours, hands hurting, pressing down, fingers burning, you know, doing the embroidery machine. You know, I got to run over to the embroidery machine, get the machine and pop. I done so much, invested in Eric Cooper because I'm grass rooting.
Right.
Now we had our 5th year with Eric Cooper. And I just feel this is our year. This is our opportunity. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Keep pushing.
There you go.
I mean, I admire both you brothers
Appreciate
because,
it.
you know, y'all drive and how much work y'all put in. You know, I like when I go to a venue and both of y'all are there. You know, it shows that both of y'all are equally committed. I like the watching y'all grow and, you know, and promote the brand and everything from, like, LA Niece was involved. I seen your children involved. Like, just wearing and supporting the brand. Like, that's so important to me. You know, when you have the right people around you, you can't do nothing but be
win.
successful.
But win.
Definitely.
You know, even with people that don't even know you, that's not a part of your family. You know, you can win with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because all it takes is a person to, by word of mouth, oh, they good, this, can bring you on board. That's all it takes sometimes, and it's to be seen and conduct yourself accordingly. You know, man, that's all it takes.
Indeed.
You know, that's all it takes.
CP3, what you got, man? What you got? Got the nice voice.
Yes. He sounds so polite.
I know. Like he's about to sip tea.
He about to start cussing now.
Nah, I mean, you know, it's been a good show. You know, we first entrepreneur edition. You know, bringing on some of the folks that's putting out, you know, good quality product to, you know, put out there for the masses that might not be, you know, in the market to see it. I always appreciate you guys. Appreciate the love and support you give for the show and everything. My show also, Sports on the Hill. And like I said, I'm hitting you up because my lady want a sweatsuit too. So yeah, I gotta get one.
So you touched on something very important. So and this is what, and this is one of the things about the show. And this circles back what we talked about with Sunday about. One of the things, and one of the reasons why we wanted to start the year off with this is because one, Assad, you support us, like you know, whether it's a video or flyer, if the show's on, if you jump on to say, hey, real quick, like you support us and we appreciate that. And in turn, I wanted to say thank you. Well, rephrase that. We wanted to say thank you for your support, and you know, and show our support for you.
Absolutely.
You know, it's so important for us, and this is what goes back around when we talk about the crabs in the barrel mentality versus if you got crabs in the barrel because you're hanging around the wrong people. If you know these people don't support you, stop expecting them to. Get around people that support you. Get around people that want to see you win. Get around people that's going to build you up rather than tear you down. I think, and a lot of people get conflicted with that. Just because that's your homeboy from 30 years, that doesn't mean he want to see you win. Some people, because they stuck in the dirt, they want to see you stay stuck in the dirt. You know, and it's so important. And one thing about success is, you know, salute to my my former business partner, the GOP broadcast partner. You know, we always talked about this, and he would say the number one job of a manager is to create another manager. That's how I got into management, because someone saw something in me and they wanted, and they was like, you know, you can manage. They saw something before I saw it in myself. You know, I did 20 years in retail as a manager. And that provided for my family. So, and it gave me confidence in doing stuff that I do now. So, when you have people, like, when I see success in people, and they see success in us, you know, I just want to return the favor.
Absolutely.
Well, I want to let you guys know that every time you guys come on the show, what I see in you, and we joke, you know, we were laughing at you when you said you gonna fire someone quick, but it shows that you guys are serious.
Definitely.
And that's appreciative, because you have two black men who are business owners and they're serious about their business, in turn serious about your craft. So I appreciate you guys, and big up to you, because we see what you're doing.
Thank you.
And that's always a positive thing. So yes.
Well, thank
Shout
you,
out
Queen.
to
We
Eric.
appreciate that.
No problem. And we're gonna talk offline because I have some ideas too.
Oh Lord!
Because I came to Assad with, truth be told, I came to Assad with some ideas before, and then I had to pivot. I had to pivot to another direction. So now I have ideas for my new direction.
Yeah. And it's understood. Understood. One thing about me that I learned about life coming up is I had to be a great Indian in order to become a great chief.
Yeah. Say that part again, because a lot of people don't understand that part.
That I had to be a great Indian in order to be a great chief. So I understand that about life. You know, our directions, whatever course it takes us, we got to swim through that stream.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We got to swim. You know what I mean? Take your breath and come on back down and keep on going. Bumps and bruises, all that stuff. I mean, that's trials and tribulations.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's all about what you manifest for yourself.
Right.
You know, if you manifest good, that's what's going to come.
Indeed.
Yeah, so that's where I'm at right now with my mental. And I just think this year, I strongly believe this is our year.
I think since I've known you, like I've seen y'all grow, and then I actually believe that any year is going to be our year, because I think I've watched you successfully. This is like the second person you brought to us, or you put Oops J to us. I think when you're mentoring people, it speaks volumes about your character and your brand. Because a lot of people, when they feel like they're being successful, they don't want to share the knowledge. There's a lot of people.
It ain't yours. Knowledge ain't yours. You have to share it. That's how you get more knowledge, by sharing the knowledge you have. You have to make room for what you already have. In order to make room, you got to give it out, right?
Yeah, it ain't yours.
Yeah.
Give it away, man. You gonna get some more back.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Because the moment you stop learning, I ain't sitting in front of you. I'm dead. I'm gone. I'm on a whole nother plane. You know what I mean?
Helping people helps you.
That's it.
True.
That's a fact.
That sounds like someone poured a whole glass of alcohol.
It did. It did.
So it wasn't me, right? It sounded like somebody emptying out a bottle.
I really heard it.
I was like, why is that so
Somebody
loud?
trying to corrupt me.
That was very.
Partake in
That was
more.
very
It ain't sound like it was gonna stop though. I'm
Yeah,
like,
it just sounded like somebody was just emptying out a
bottomless cup,
whole
what?
bottle,
It
man.
It was like a bottomless cup, what?
It sounded really bad and it was really loud.
That's
I
how
was
I
trying
lost
to
in
figure out
3
what
hours.
was
That's how I
going
lost in
on.
3 hours that night.
Not because of me.
I'm just saying.
That was your fault, and you and my father had an inaccurate
I'm
exchange.
just saying.
That's what we gonna call it.
I always warn people, don't drink like I drink. Because I have a high tolerance.
So, bro, what color was you going with this on? Gray or blue?
Uh-oh. Well, we gotta go with the gray.
There it is, right. The Reds.
Oh, okay. That'll work.
And it's nice.
Oh, I see.
I know you headed out, so I want to make sure you head out. You got to
In
cool
style.
in style.
Oh, you know, definitely. You know, I'm taking like 1,000 pictures.
I already know it.
You know,
And I checked it out. It's good. Okay.
I know, I'm just kind of mad you touched my clothes
I
before me.
mean, I had
I
my
feel
hand
jealous.
all in it. I'm jealous.
See?
I mean, I'm not, but I am.
I saw you.
We really appreciate y'all inviting us back out again.
Look, man, y'all family. Y'all come out anytime y'all want, to be honest with you. You only take a phone call, like,
That's it.
you know, hey, I will bump somebody.
Right. Right.
Now, you thought you had a show, now you a munch.
Oh.
You said that. Wow.
Wow.
You said wow.
Terrible.
Yeah, no, say it again, CBD. Membership does have
Membership
it.
have its privileges. Shit.
Like, we gon' like real talk. I'm gonna vote with my family
You
before
a
I
munch.
vote with anybody else.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
You got me scratching
You
my
know,
face.
because here's the thing: if it's a person who don't support me when they're not on the show versus a person that supports me when they're on the show, when they're not on the show, then of course I'm gonna go with the people who support me regardless.
Right.
So yeah, they're gonna be higher priority.
Right.
I'll be like, no. And I ain't gonna lose no sleep, so don't think about it. And it ain't really nothing you can really say to hurt my feelings.
Oh well.
We don't sleep.
That too. That too. CPT, what you got for us, man?
Oh boy. Make sure you tune in tomorrow night. Sports on the Hill. Robbie will be having an NBA roundtable. Some Super Bowl discussions and some hockey talk. Stay on the lookout. I will be getting back to writing. I got back into writing a couple of weeks ago with the State of the Commanders. Schedule a little crazy right now, but be on the lookout. I got some things in the works. Still looking to roll out the morning show, probably within the next, I want to say, month. I'm trying to coordinate with my new co-host. Our schedules conflict, but definitely I think you'll enjoy the show with the content. I don't necessarily agree with everything he says, but you know, we'll see how that goes out.
You don't agree with somebody? Oh,
It happens every now and again.
Every now and again? Wow.
It's like saying news at 11.
Yeah, it happens every now and again. Somebody doesn't see things the way I see it.
Really?
So we got to debate those things out. But be on the lookout. We got a lot of things coming up in 2023. Yeah, just be on the lookout. I can't even get into everything, but yeah, we branding, we changing. We got some new apparel stuff coming out. Looking to get some marketing and some new branding and a couple of models. So be on the lookout. Just stay tuned. I always tell y'all that, and y'all been patient. Just bear with me. Things is changing for 2023.
All right. Cool. What you got, Lady Antoinette?
Again, this upcoming week, First String Podcast will be live Tuesday, Thursday, and on Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time.
You say Central?
Yeah, 7 Central. We'll be live talking sports on our way up to the Super Bowl. So that's interesting. Also, you said this upcoming week we're not going to be live here.
Yeah, we won't be live, won't we?
Yeah.
I don't want to compete with the Super Bowl. Like,
No, that's not a good idea.
and CP3 said he was thinking about maybe doing a Super Bowl party.
Ooh.
So
Yeah, not sure.
They're
at this
gonna
point.
they're gonna host together. Is that what you mean?
It's possible.
Oh, that's
So we got a lot going on because we had a Philly fan invite us to a party up in Philly.
Oh, well, that's okay.
I'm not
That's
trying.
gonna be a problem.
I'm not going to the Super Bowl with Philly involved. With Philly fans.
they're gonna throw a steak and cheese at your ass.
Well, I know Saturday night I'll be at the at Capital One with our lovely Wizards.
But when we come back the following week, it'll be me and you, but we're going to a distillery.
Yes, I have secured a location. We're not going to tell them where exactly until we're there on air because I don't want any drop-ins.
Okay. So we're
You know how I am protective of my location. Okay?
So we're gonna we secure the location. We'll be at a distillery. I'm gonna bring everything out, and then since CP3 will not be here because he'll be bunned the fuck up.
I'll be out of state.
He'll be bunned up. You'll be a hot dog.
Okay,
on
out of
camera.
state, in state, but is it a bun up? I mean, I'm just saying.
Will you
a trip out of town?
Will you or will you not be bunned up?
Yes, I will.
Yeah,
Okay then. So you'll be bunned up, and I'll try to bring a co-host for us.
Okay.
So, if not, of course, me and you can always do the show, but we'll try to have some fun.
Of course. You got it.
Don't be acting like this.
So I guess I'm gonna change the intro to Here Comes the Bride.
I swear, man, y'all ain't right. Y'all ain't right.
We are supportive.
Brother finally find somebody that's supporting me. Y'all motherfuckers want me too.
I'm supportive.
It's cool.
You know I'm supportive.
I'm always make jokes.
I'll be back. You know what I'm saying? I'll be
You
back
ain't
on
going
the show.
nowhere.
I'll be back on the show. You know, I might miss next week, but you know, I'll be back for some.
You ain't going back to the streets. You done, bro. You
Oh no, I'm good.
You about to be a suburban husband.
Yeah, I'm good, bro. I was changing light bulbs and Netflix before I came out.
See?
Shit, you ain't got to tell me twice. I don't give a fuck.
That's so precious.
Hey, man, look, I
Lady
didn't know
Antoinette.
on the other side.
Lady Antoinette, he went from cleaning guns to changing light bulbs. Thank God, great.
Hey, we still cleaning guns, too.
Won't he do it?
Trying to get us to the range now.
You know what? Why you just gotta ruin you just gotta ruin the moment. Why?
Hey, man, she got me eating organic. I got to get her shooting guns.
Oh,
But it's about balance. It's about balance, man.
balance.
Okay.
That's what it's
All right.
about.
I'm with it, though.
So
I
you don't
understand.
Don't agree with his
Can't
silliness.
help it.
There's
I
nothing
agree with
balanced
that.
about him.
It is. That right there, what he just said is balance.
Exactly. Yeah.
I agree with it.
Yeah.
And
Shoot
learning
guns.
how to, they match each other.
He's crazy.
So a little bit of her word, a little bit
I
of
know
your
his
word.
word. Yeah.
Definitely come out March 18th. Savage Hippie, Eric Kuzu will be in the building. I will guarantee my peoples will steal the show.
That's more than a
guarantee it. I guarantee when they hit the floor, you gonna watch. You gonna see both their lines, and I just feel sorry for the other people. Well, I really don't feel
You
sorry
should
for
be.
them. I don't really feel that much sorry. I don't really have that much compassion.
You should feel bad for them.
It's time for your money.
See,
Willie Minister Society.
this is
I
what
was
we
watching
talking
the other
about.
day, man. My cable out. I was watching DVD.
This is what we talking about.
Why was you watching Minister Society in 2023?
Trying to get smoked up with some cheese, nigga.
Oh my goodness.
I said a double burger with cheese.
We need to cut this show because I can see now he is not going in a positive direction.
Before we get off the air, I just want to ask LA. So, what did you think about Black Panther: Wakanda Forever?
Amazing.
So,
Like I knew it was going to be. Oh,
right.
you see the cup, right?
Oh, I
Okay,
love that.
okay.
I love that cup.
So one,
Everyone go see it.
I'm gonna tell you this: Angela Bassett deserves an Oscar for her for her
Oscar.
role.
Not a
Period.
Golden Globe, an
But
Oscar.
hold on, that's the thing. Just before the movie even came out, and they showed us that snippet of one scene, everybody knew.
Oh,
We knew. First of all, she should have gotten one before.
for Tina Turner, for Alyssa. But let me just say something. First of all, Black Panther. It's an Angela Bassett movie. I'm just gonna tell you. Let me just spoil it for you. It's on Disney Plus now. It's an Angela Bassett movie right now. Because what she says and what she does in the movie is groundbreaking. To the point like, and they dealt with Chaz McBowen death at the beginning of a movie. Like it's funny because I was talking to a black girl at my job. She works in another department, and she was like, I was like, oh, did you see Black Panther yet? She was like, oh, so Disney Plus. I was like, yeah. She was like, yeah, well, I've heard mixed reviews, and I said, who'd you hear from, the white guy?
Even if you heard mixed reviews, watch it for yourself, baby.
So then she was like, yeah. I was like, well, of course they're going to tell you mixed reviews because they're white. And then she looked at me and she was like, this movie's not for them. I said, let me just tell you, let me just spoil it for you. The movie's not for them. And I was like, the character...
It's called a target audience.
The character's not for them. Keep in mind that the first Black Panther generated $1 billion.
Correct.
It was the highest grossing Marvel movie for Marvel up until Avengers Endgame, which had to have all the. Think about what Avengers Endgame.
Oh, I'm sorry.
incorporated.
Don't forget they dropped it on the week of Comic-Con.
Yes.
And they paid certain theaters to stay open 72 hours.
Yes.
So they did that deliberately to beat Black Panther.
Yes.
But it's the highest paid one that was just focused on one character.
On one character, correct.
And a little known character that, and to be honest with you, it wasn't even supposed to be a Black Panther movie. That was actually never supposed to happen.
It was. The funny thing was,
yeah, but I mean, it was originally bought. The role was originally bought by Wesley Snipes back in the 90s.
Yeah.
And it never happened. So the movie that came out instead of Black Panther was Blade.
Right, correct.
Which laid the foundation for the MCU, which they still don't want to recognize.
Speak on it.
Blade was actually the first successful Marvel movie, which a lot of people didn't. A lot of people didn't even know that Blade was a comic book character.
Yeah.
But if you really look at when Blade comes
Marvel,
on,
nonetheless.
yeah. But when you really look at Blade when it comes on, it has the Marvel logo and it does the little comic book thing.
Yeah.
But it does it really quick, like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but it was released by New Line Cinema. That's why a lot of people didn't think it was.
But
a
there was
Marvel
no
character.
MCU at the time.
There wasn't, but Blade is actually the foundation because without Blade, Marvel wouldn't have the money to buy their stuff back. Marvel Comics, what people don't realize is Marvel Comics sold their stuff in the 90s because they went bankrupt because of the comic book bust. And the comic book bust,
which is why they had to buy everything.
And DC was whipping their ass in the 90s with the success of the Batman films.
Yes. And Blade really
and Superman.
Superman sucks. Fuck him.
But they still had
But DC was still running
yeah,
though.
Yeah, I mean they were. Batman really killed everything, but Blade itself brought Marvel. The last successful Marvel movie besides Blade was fucking Howard the Duck.
No. And that
which
really
came out in like
wasn't-
86.
Yeah, that wasn't really all that.
That movie was
garbage. It's hot garbage. And Marvel did not like.
There's a cult following though.
But here's the thing: there's a Captain America movie I've never seen because it sucked. There's a Fantastic Four movie that they never put out. They just did it. They made it just so that they can keep the rights to it, but it was horrible.
It was terrible.
And then Blade set it off, and then finally they came out with.
Well, there were two Captain America movies.
They had that other Fantastic.
They were two different ones. Remember, there were actually two Captain America movies.
I don't even know about the one that was.
And they both sucked.
Well, yeah.
Well, no, remember the,
And then,
the other Fantastic.
There was a
Four.
Punisher movie that was garbage too. Shout out to Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah.
Like the
But
Punisher, the Punisher wears a skull on his shirt. He had a black wife beater.
They try to give Hulk the credit for their coming up.
Who?
That's what they try. They try to give Hulk the credit.
Oh, the Hulk
for this Marvel.
Oh, that Hulk movie
MCU.
was terrible. They had
like three.
They had incredible poodles. They had like who the hell wants to see poodles look like they're Incredible Hulk? Like I don't know what type of crack angle he was smoking, but it was really some Crouching Tiger shit because that shit was horrible.
No,
the Hulk is my favorite character, and I hate that movie. I'd rather watch the '70s show with Lou Ferrigno and Bill Bixby than to ever watch that. I've never completed that movie. That movie is garbage.
You finished.
It's like if I name five, if I name the top 5 worst comic book movies ever, that shit's like number 2.
With the Hulk.
Yes.
And don't forget Elektra. Ugh.
That's still better than the Hulk.
And Daredevil. Oh,
That was still better than the Hulk.
God, it was so bad.
They were all bad. Ben Affleck should never be in a comic book movie ever.
He's a good Batman.
They
though.
made him Batman.
He was the best Batman. I'm sorry. Image-wise. He was the best Batman.
I mean, you gotta think about it. He was the best in what movie? Justice League? That sucked.
No, I'm talking about the image.
Yeah, image-wise. And then Batman vs. Superman was garbage,
That
too.
was so, oh, God, that was horrible.
Shout out to
I'm
Wonder
ready to go.
Woman for saving that one.
Shout out to it, because Wonder Woman saved that movie. And Doomsday was horrible.
And Wonder Woman 1984 was some garbage, too.
My God.
That movie was so
That's like, how do you turn a good movie into a terrible
Our boy
franchise?
was in it, though.
Yeah, we had the guy we designed for.
The guy we designed for was actually in Wonder Woman
Oh, for real?
1984. Yeah.
Demetrius Willis.
Demetrius Willis.
Shout
Yeah.
out to my boy, yeah.
He was in the mall scene. When
Funny
Wonder Woman
thing
was in,
is-
he was in the mall scene.
So that mall I used to work at, that was Landmark Mall, which now does no longer exist.
I'm about to say this
It was
one
closed
now.
when
I
they
used to
did it,
love
but
Landmark Mall.
now
That was Landmark Mall?
I
that was
love
Landmark Mall.
Landmark.
It's actually
Yeah.
going to be the new Alexandria Hospital in like 3 years.
Wow.
So they're knocking on the mall. They're going to put a hospital there.
Oh, wow.
Wow. I used to love that mall.
That
movie
movie was so bad. And then here comes James Gunn, who's going to completely ruin DC. You fire Henry Cavill as Superman? What is wrong with you, man?
Wait, though. But here's the thing.
Everybody gone.
Everybody had to go. One, Henry Cavill, well, Black Adam failed. It was actually good, but it failed.
No, Black Adam was terrible.
It was,
You know it was. The Rock's a jackass. You know.
First of all,
you know that movie was bad. Black Adam was some garbage.
First
Stop trying to make villains heroes.
Well, I mean,
Stop that shit. That's why Catwoman was some garbage.
Oh, Catwoman was terrible. Catwoman
Okay.
was the worst movie ever.
I don't know what they talking about.
I'm even, but I'm listening.
Catwoman was. Stop trying to make villain. Black Adam should have been introduced. They should have introduced Black Adam in Shazam Part 2.
However,
that's what they should have did.
The Rock stopped that.
Because The Rock's a dickhead. And he's
Ask
an
him
arrogant
what's
jackass. That's why Black Adam failed.
Is it okay if I cross against
Yeah,
him?
go ahead.
Okay.
Black Adam. Black Adam.
He looked like he just looked like himself in a Black Adam.
This is brand new
costume.
to
He had
me
the
because
hair,
I don't never
the
watch
ears.
none of this type of
I mean, come on, that's Black Adam. That's like having a Joker without the makeup.
Well,
like, come on, bro.
Oh my god.
You dropped the camera.
Oh my god, y'all. It is.
Yeah, it's
Oh my
still
god. That's so impressive.
That was just a testament. Black Adam was just a testament.
She's still turning.
She's still.
Is it y'all? It's the right way.
Black Adam was just a testament to his
So
ego.
sorry,
man.
y'all.
That's all Black Adam was. It was just a testament to The Rock's ego.
Well, Black Adam failed because Black Adam did terrible numbers. Well, they lost like over $500,000.
And why would you make the Hulk man black? Why would you do that?
He's Egyptian. Hawkman technically is Egyptian.
Technically. But I mean, come on. Taking traditional white characters and make them black, that's not progress. DC has some great black characters that they never want to explore, that they never do movies on.
Okay, so before we end the show, have you ever seen the Black Lightning TV show?
My cousin is the dude's manager.
That show was fucking terrible. They did not do him the same way they did other DC characters. Even the villains were stereotypical. And they had an opportunity to grow that, and they failed miserably. And unfortunately, when it comes to black characters, they do that.
Yeah, that's true.
The reason why Black Adam really failed, and I'm gonna tell you, why would you put Black Adam 2 months before Wakanda Forever comes out? Like, they should have released, like, that was just a setup for failure. And it was never going to beat that because we're following a great movie in itself.
I would have liked to have seen Ryan Coogler's original version.
I would have too.
Of Wakanda Forever. Because you know the original version was going to be T'Challa finding out he has a son and taking him back to Wakanda.
Yeah.
He actually wanted to replace
Yeah.
Chadwick Boseman. They wouldn't let him do it.
They
The
wouldn't
movie
let
was
him
still
do it.
amazing. Don't get me wrong. I understand why they didn't replace him, but I would have liked to have seen that version.
Yeah.
I really would have liked to
I
have
would,
seen
I
it.
would, because the war between Submariner and the Black Panther is something that
That's
turns out to
legendary,
be-
man.
Yeah, it turns
That's
out
a
to be very
legendary comic beef.
Yes, and they're both Avengers and stuff like that. So because of
Just like Shazam and Black Adam is a legendary beef.
Yeah, I never understood that. Here's the funny thing about that before we end the show. Black Adam actually was announced before they actually did the Shazam movie, but it just now came out.
Really?
Black Adam was announced either before or right after Batman versus Superman.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
He
But
had that-
he should have been introduced in Shazam Part 2.
He should have been introduced in Shazam the first part.
Yeah, the only thing I liked about Black Adam was the end. Was literally when it was going off.
I wanted to see him
That's
in
it.
Superman fight. That'd have been funny. Because he'd have whooped Superman's ass. And
He would have beat the shit out of Superman.
That's why you'll never see it. Because one, you can't have a black man beating the greatest white superhero
Ever. No, of
ever.
course you can't have
Because
that.
Superman number one vulnerability is to magic, and it's that's
And
Black
Shazam
Adam.
technically is a brother.
Yeah. So there's a comic book, not a comic book. It's a cartoon on HBO Max because I actually have the actual DVD, and it's Superman and Shazam, and Black Adam comes back, and he's actually beating up both of Shazam.
No,
and
I saw
Superman.
that.
And he tells Superman, he's like, a sense of vulnerability to magic, and he whoops Superman's ass. To
Oh, he
the
pimp
movie.
slapped the man. That was embarrassing.
But they never want to show that because if you show The Rock as a black man beating up Henry Cavill, who is Superman, the political. When I saw that at the end of the movie, I knew we'll never get that movie because the political thing about it is, if we see that, then it's basically we're seeing the message we're seeing is that black people will whoop white people's ass,
And they will never show that.
No.
Which is why they tried so hard to beat Black Panther.
Yes.
Because they thought Captain Marvel was going to do it.
No.
It didn't. They thought Infinity Wars was going to do it.
No.
It didn't. So what did you do? Not only did you have to drop it on the weekend of Comic-Con, you had to pay theaters to stay open 72 hours.
Yeah.
You had to do that. People thought I was crazy. I said, they're doing that on purpose.
Well, you got to remember, it was a lot of non-comic book people went to go see Black Panther. People were showing up in their regular clothes. I mean, African outfits and stuff like that.
I was there. I saw it.
Yeah, for Black Panther.
But I would have liked to have seen Ryan Coogler's original version, though. I think that would have been amazing.
I definitely would have. What you got, CP3, before we get out of here?
I ain't got nothing else, baby. I'm ready to rock and roll.
She calling you. She texting.
I'm ready. I got some things I need to do.
Yeah, I bet you your pearl.
Yeah. This is for...
That's for
That's for you.
All right, cool. I'm just thinking. Lady Antoinette, what you got before we get up out of here?
Nothing. Just check me out on First String Podcast this week. More stuff to come later on, and I'll let you guys know as it comes.
Before you go, could you you sent us a text about
Yes.
Could you talk about that real quick?
My wine. So I've been a distributor for One Hope Wine for some time now. And pretty much what this wine company does, when you purchase anything from me, it will go, a portion of that will go to a charitable organization. I have selected for this year NAACP. So if you purchase wine from me, some of that will go over to the NAACP as a donation. Definitely check me out. And I've given you the website because you really have to go to my link. But it is onehopewine.com/myshop/Lady Antoinette. So, and then I've given you that. So,
yeah.
But lots of different wines. You see the wine on here quite often. I tend to bring some
It gets you fucked up.
I mean, it's a wine. I mean, you have all different kinds: red wine, white wine, sparkling wine.
As long as the alcohol, that's all I care.
You can buy single bottles. You can buy a case. I also have a wine club, so it can get auto shipped to you if you want every month, every other month, every 6 months, whatever you want. So, but yeah, definitely check that out. But you can also go to my IG. Help me out, 151. I never know my IG.
It's Lady Antoinette, ain't it?
Lady Antoinette DMV.
Yeah. Lady Antoinette DMV, yeah.
And then you can also go to my Twitter.
That you're never on.
I'm on it. I check it.
That doesn't sound convincing.
My Twitter is at Lady J Antoinette. My Facebook, you can just check Lady Antoinette. But I'm on all these lovely platforms, so just look me up.
Definitely. We will be off next week watching the Super Bowl because I don't feel like fighting that. And then, like for the next couple of months, we'll be spotlighting on entrepreneurs. So, artists, you had your year in 2022. This year, we're going to be focused on entrepreneurs. And, yeah, we'll get back to y'all later. Peace out. You can also see the video. Oh, this is PVE Pluto. This CP3 should like this. This is reminding him of his
You're so irritating.
It's my job to get the
international fashion show last year with international models.
When I saw the trailer for Black Adam, I said, hell no. I'll wait for HBO Max.
It was on there quick.
Very quick. Extremely quick.
Oh, you know where it is down there.
I was like, come on, dog, really? This shit was bad. And who was the character, the one, the little low budget Storm? What was her name? Cyclone. Dude, no.
She's like a D+ character.
She's a low budget Storm. Is what she doing.
No, she only had powers to win.
A low budget
all
Storm.
together.
Exactly. That's what she was. Now, I hear there's a couple of Wakanda shows that's supposed to be on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
I heard Okoye's supposed to get her own show.
I think Okoye's supposed to get her own show, and then the other people, they're supposed to do the first Black Panther.
Oh, did you know a brother did that concept art? That was a black artist. No. That shit was amazing, man. Did you see that artwork?
Yeah.
But no, they said they're considering it. Everybody thought Marvel did that. They was like, no, a guy did it. He just put it online. They said, man, this would be great to do Bashanga, the first Black Panther. But Disney, it's not an official Disney thing. And Marvel didn't officially put that out. A brother who was an artist did that and just put it on the internet, and everybody thought Marvel did it.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. A brother, just an artist, a brother who's just an artist said this would be great for Disney, for Marvel to do. And everybody thought, Marvel was like, we didn't do that, but we considering it now because of all of the feedback that we're getting. You know, Bashanga, I would love to see a Bashanga show. You the bathroom?
Jump on and off. You really was.